Good morning, Georgia high school football fans from Ringgold to Valdosta, from Savannah to LaGrange. You're looking at the Georgia Dome. Welcome to GHSA Championship Weekend here on Georgia Public Broadcasting. At the beginning of the season, over 400 teams set their goal to be state champions. 3 were crowned yesterday. 4 more teams will hoist that championship trophy high in the sky today and make memories that will last a lifetime. Hi again, everybody. I am Mark Harmon.
And I'm Raven Tirado, and we're here to bring you the 50-yard line seat for every pass, tackle, and touchdown. Day 1 was full of excitement, and Day 2 promises to be even better, with 4 schools looking for their first state title, and 1 school, the Buford Wolves, looking for their 11th championship win. That's still crazy to me, Mark.
It's good. They're good.
Good feat to have. We want you guys to stay connected, so get online, download our GPB app, and the one girl that's definitely going to guide you through that whole experience is Miss Grace Olson. How you doing over there, Grace?
A second screen experience. We want to pull you in. We want to hear from you throughout all of the games today, and that is why social media is such a big part of what we do. There's a lot of other information, extra information you can receive, and we're going to be providing you updates and score updates and photos and videos all day long. And here you can see the GPB Sports. We're on Facebook and we're also on Twitter, and we want you to interact with us on both of those platforms. And the hashtag we're wanting you to use all day long is hashtag GPB Couch Skating. That's where you're going to show us how you're watching and where you're watching these state finals games. And people are already so excited about this single A matchup, and we want to see what some of those guys are saying. So here you go. Here's the first tweet. One of the first tweets we found this morning. This is from Kevin, who says it's about to go down. He is a Mount Perrin fan, and he's already in the dome, ready to go. We have another one from Elka. The couple guys ready to go, all in their gear. They're navy and yellow. Then we have another one from Elka. We see this nice graphic they made. They're ready to hopefully beat Mount Perrin from their side. And then we have an Instagram post. We got some gold going here saying "Fear the Bolt." Elka Chargers are ready to go. And then we have an athlete that tweeted, "If you live in Cobb and like football, I'm expecting you to be in the dome at 10 on Saturday to watch us. That is all. Good day." And the school retweeted that. So Mount Perrin, Elka, these guys are ready to go.
I'm ready to go too. How about you?
I am. I'm always ready to go, Mark.
All right, we've got 4 big games on tap today. It all begins momentarily with the single A private school championship game between Eagles Landing Christian Academy's Chargers and the Eagles of Mount Perrin Christian, in a rematch of a game won earlier this season by Mount Perrin. Then at 1 o'clock, it's the AA title game. Benedictines Cadets looking for their first ever state championship, taking on the undefeated and top-ranked Spartans of Greater Atlanta Christian.
And then in 4A, like we mentioned before, the Buford Wolves are looking for that 11th state title, but not so fast. The St. Pius Lions are looking to add some hardware to their trophy case. Last time they won was back in 1968. And then in 6A, the Colquitt County Packers, they've been here before. They know what they're doing, but don't discount their opponent just yet. They're taking on the Archer Tigers, who've only been playing football since 2009, and they're looking for their first ever state title tonight, Mark.
All right, there's a lot of excitement, a lot of enthusiasm. Let's check in with the head coach of Eagles Landing Christian Academy, Jonathan Guess, as he tells his team what he wants them to do heading into this championship game.
Before we go out there, I just want to talk to you about how you win. Okay, they won the toss and they took the ball. So our defense is taking the field, which is what we want. Okay, that's what we want. We want to set the tone with our defense. We would have chose to defer. Okay? But hey, you guys have been busting your tail all year. You've been the underdog all year since you were 0-6. All you got to do is play your tail off every single play. Let them know early it's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard and it's going to be a battle. Okay? Understand this, man. Understand this. Defense, perfect effort. Relentless every single play. Eyes, right? Fanatical eyes. Our safeties, our corners, our linebackers, our D-line. You're not looking in the backfield. You're watching your keys. Fanatical eyes and fanatical effort will get the job done defensively. No big plays for touchdowns. Hey, they got explosive players. They're going to have explosive plays. Don't let them go for touchdowns. You guys did a great job of that last week. They hit a big pass. We fought, got him down. We got the ball back with the turnover. Don't give up explosive
GPB
plays.
taking you behind the scenes, right into the locker room. Jonathan Guest telling his Chargers what he wants to see in the next how many minutes? 48 minutes or something like that.
Something like that. We don't know. We're just having too much fun. We don't even know how many minutes are left to go.
All right, it's the biggest weekend of the year. It is championship weekend here at the Georgia Dome.
And first up, the Single A private school championship game between Eagles Landing Christian and Mount Perrin Christian. Live on GPB.
And then there were 14, the top of the top, the creme de la creme, the last team still standing since the 2014 high school football season started 113 days ago. It's been a punishing journey to the Georgia Dome for each one of these teams, from blistering summer afternoons to the frosty nights of fall and every temper tantrum nature could dream up along the way.
Man, where did this wind come from?
But teams at this level don't even notice the weather. You'll never find quit in their dictionary. They've been up before daybreak, busting it well past dark, hitting the same 100 yards over and over and over. And for what? A few shining moments of Friday night glory? Not hardly. These teams are in it to win it. The whole thing, and this is their ultimate chance. When we say the stakes couldn't be higher, we mean it. This is the final countdown. Hope you're ready to find out who has what it takes to earn the title champion.
It's the Eagles Landing Christian Academy Chargers and the Mount Perrin Christian Eagles. Next. Time to play some football.
That's a championship team right there.
It's a hot time tonight.
Hello, everybody, and welcome on a Saturday morning. Tommy Palmer along with Sam Crenshaw to bring you Eagles Landing Christian Academy and Mount Perrin Christian Academy. These two football teams got here very much a different way. Man, one team 7-6, the other 13-0. 7-0 in a row for Eagles Landing. Sam, tell us about this one. What do you think about this game coming up next?
Fantastic matchup and fantastic players all over the field. Let's get started over Eagles Landing Christian and the guy who's really a mystery man for the coaches when things got started. DJ Hammond's outstanding at quarterback, but this wasn't where he was when the season began. He spent last spring playing baseball, summer playing baseball. It was week 5 before they put him in the starting job. He's responded quite well. Over 1,000 yards passing, 9 touchdowns, and he rushed for over 400 yards and 9 more scores.
Obviously, he showed up at practice at the right time.
Yes, he did.
And he's put this team on his back.
7 in a row. That's why they're here.
All right, let's take a look at what's on the other side of the ball, Sam.
Mount Perrin has a guy that everybody's going to enjoy watching today. Number 2, Dorian Walker, is outstanding tailback, over 2,000 yards rushing this season, 31 touchdowns. A lot of offers on the table for this young man. Places like Georgia Tech, Clemson, Cincinnati. I'm sure those schools and more will have representatives in the house today. You got to look at them up close and in person.
Sam, what do you think about who has the edge on this? Both teams are on hot winning streaks.
You know they met earlier in the season.
Yes.
Yes. And Mount Perrin won that game, but so much has changed. Eagles Landing is a different team. I like what we heard Coach Guest say in the locker room. Let's go out with defense and set the tone that way in this game.
Well, when you're winning, you think you can continue to win. Something's got to give today.
It will.
2 hot streaks.
We're in for a great one.
Let's go down to the third member of our team, Gabrielle Ware, down on the sidelines.
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Sam. Oh my gosh, both teams are just so excited to be here. The Mount Perrin crowd, for one, is just really going crazy in front of me. And fun fact, Eagles Landing, you guys touched on it before, they started off the season 0-6. So they're really pumped to be here, just to have that opportunity to turn it around and make it to the Dome. And it really kind of just shows you, it doesn't matter how you start, it matters how you finish. So I, for one, am really excited about this game. Back to you guys.
We are ready to play what promises to be a great football game, Sam. We've taken a good look at both of these football teams. These are fine high school football teams.
Great teams and well coached. Of course, Eagles Landing Christian has been here before. And you just a couple of seasons ago, they were here playing the championship. This is new territory for Mount Perrin. Just a 6-year-old program, and here they are, undefeated and playing for a state championship. Remarkable, just remarkable.
13-0. You have to be very good. You have to be very lucky. I don't mean that in a bad way.
No.
But you have to be very lucky, and everything has to happen just the right way to be undefeated. Let's take a look at what Eagles Landing Christian did to get here. They started the season 0-6. They won their last 7 in a row. They're the 2-time state champions in 2012 and 1996. 5 straight region titles, 7 overall, 48-5 record from 2010 to 2013. And it's their 4th trip to the finals. Need I say more?
They are as advertised.
Yes, they are. And Mount Paran, it's their first trip ever to the finals, first undefeated season ever, first region title, 4th playoff appearance. And the program began just a very few years ago, 2008.
That's amazing. That's simply amazing what has happened in this
It
very short
is.
period of time. And here they are, ready to play for a state championship with a very talented team. So, man, as we go along through the broadcast, I'm going to introduce some people to some of the outstanding talent on both sides of the football. We got some scouts that I'm sure are going to be watching for these guys.
Well, it's what's up front that counts. So tell us a little bit about what's up front.
When we get to see Eagles Landing Christian on defense, that was a bit of a mystery this season, too. That was just like the team evolved, their defensive alignment evolved. At one point, they went for the 3-5, they went to the 3-4. They will see them today in a 4-3. That is what has been sticking for them, I think, since the Mount Pisgah game. And here they are. That's what they're going to present as a challenge to try to slow down Mr. Kushner Walker and the outstanding offensive unit for Mount Paran.
Mount Paran won the toss and will receive. Mount Paran casually runs on the field, and now you see Eagles Landing Christian Academy the way they're coming on the field.
They got to walk through the banner, and now they get a little jog.
Now they're going to jog. We call that the confidence swagger.
And when you have it, the season they've had, start 0-6, and here you are at the state championship game, you be feeling mighty good today.
Well, you know, I got to see and got to hear the pregame talk. I was ready to suit back up again, Sam. I'm telling you.
I mean, he's got this team fired up, and he knows that's what got him to this point. Just go out and do what you've been doing the last 7 games you've been out. Bottle it up and bring it to work here today. Doesn't matter what happened early in the season when you saw this same team. You are a different team today as you take the field to play for this championship.
You definitely are. So Mount Paran's going to go on offense first. And Coach Guest, Jonathan Guest, Eagles Landing head coach, and passing along pleasantries before we blow the whistle and make everybody start playing. 2 contrasting styles, I believe.
I believe so, too. We're going to see.
And let's take a look.
That's Mitch Jordan.
Mitch Jordan, the head coach of Mount Paran Christian Eagles. Boy, what a job both of these guys have done. Very personable. We've had good conversations with them. One of them, I can't remember which, but it might have been Mount Paran that had to postpone our conference call because he had 2 college coaches in his office and said, "Can you wait?"
I guess it was with Paul Johnson and Tommy Tuberville.
There you go.
My goodness.
Well, we're name dropping here. I would assume that's
it's okay. But the coaches were making their rounds around the metro area, around the state this week.
Sure.
I was up at Beaufort this week, and this guy named Saban was up there. So
yeah. Go Bill Georgia kickoff is upcoming. Alex Ussery will kick it off, and we're going to be underway from the Georgia Dome. Little pooch kick, going to bounce and going to be recovered at the 30. Wow.
That was a little dangerous.
Nobody really kicks off deep anymore. What's going on with the pooch kick all of a sudden? It's become fashionable.
It really has. It's become such a trend in this game and at the collegiate level.
Jake Allen will be at the helm here when we get going. Across the front line for Eagles Landing, we've got some size up there. Let's take a look at Mr. Jake Allen. Your quarterback will run. I love these uniforms with the feathers on the wing. Spread option. Now we're going to switch.
Okay.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
Too many moving at one time.
Prior to the snap, offsides defense.
Offsides defense.
First down.
I thought it was on offense.
I know. I think we were looking at so much of the movement there, we didn't see the movement on the defensive side of the ball.
Take a look at it one more time. Yep,
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Two sides. Two guys on the right side jumped offside. Here we go. Wow.
They got
Look
to
at
get
this
used to
shit.
seeing it. They got to get used to seeing it.
Yeah. Inside sweep. Now going outside. Breaking a tackle across the 50. Down to the 41-yard line.
That's Trammell.
And we're off to a good start. Man.
Number
Imani
5.
Williams. Was that Imani Williams? Yes, 6.
Imani Williams, 6.
Yeah, Imani Williams on the carry. Down to the 42-yard line. First down, 24-yard run. That's a nice way to begin. Spread offense. Gonna run, gotta break in the corner.
There he is.
30, 20, 10. 42-yard touchdown run. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Dorian Walker. That was easy.
Perfect execution when we get another look at that.
Wow. Let's take a look at it. Technical College System of Georgia touchdown. Look at the moves, and there's the second gear.
Yep. There was nothing else there once he got through that level, and he's gone for the touchdown.
Just as good as advertised, wouldn't you say?
Making a nice impression to start this game.
2 plays, 69 yards. Extra point is up and is good. Opening possession didn't take long. 2 plays. Mount Paran with the early lead. Mount Paran 7, Eagles Landing Christian nothing. We'll be back with the kickoff after this timeout.
GHSA Championship is made possible in part by Regions Bank. It's time to expect more. Georgia's Electric Membership Corporation, lighting the way. Technical College System of Georgia, learn more, earn more. Cigna, together all the way. And viewers like you, thank you. The GHSA would like to thank the Georgia Farm Bureau.
.27 seconds in, 2 plays, 69 yards,
That didn't take long.
touchdown.
That didn't take long.
No, it didn't. You think we're going to line up the clock today?
That may be what we see today. I don't know, but I like to start. Now let's see how Eagles Landing Christian responds. We talked before the game, all the success they've had. Now let's see how they respond to what happened to them here.
27 seconds, 2 plays, 69 yards. Jake Mazii will kick it off for Mount Paran. Eagles Landing Christian, if you've just joined us, in white with the dark helmets. Mount Paran in the lighter color pants and the blue jerseys. Let's see if we see a straight on kick or a pooch kick here. Another pooch kick at the 20 and down at the 25, slips and falls. It has to be very much in vogue for that to happen. That was Jordan Scott on the return. Actually, that was Josh Mays on the return. They kicked it away from number 1. Here's Donald Hammonds, your quarterback, number 17. Getting the signals from the sideline. 3 wides and a wing. Gonna throw, now gonna run.
Ball comes out.
Ball comes out. Mount Paran recovers. The last thing you want to happen if you're Eagles Landing Christian.
Oh my.
We saw this yesterday. Gonna run, gonna get poked out of there. Defense. High school football players are learning to poke the ball out, whether it be with helmets, when they pass you, or whatever. It's just getting to be a very technical game. They're learning every trick on defense.
That was number 44, Jack Crone, getting in and getting a hand on the ball and knocking it out. And now the Eagles have it. Great field position.
let's take a look now. Left side. Not much there. Gonna be thrown out of bounds. Let's take a look at the starting Mount Paran offense. Presented by Regions Bank. Carter Smith at left tackle. Joseph Rainey, Zach Strong, Gunnar Laprid, and Philip Addison up front. Ethan Pugh, Dorian Walker, Imani Williams, Jack Rowan, Graham Massey. And those are your offensive starters for Regions Bank. Gain of 2 on the play. Whistle.
Prior to the snap, false start on the offense. Penalties 5 yards, first down.
This shouldn't take long based on what we saw in the first offensive possession. When you're down there at the 29, 2nd down and 14. Eagles Landing got to get their legs under them here in a hurry. This is key.
That's it. Whoa.
And now
timeout,
a whistle.
Mount Paran.
And
the
timeout,
first charge,
Mount
timeout
Paran.
of the half.
What's going on with this, Sam?
I don't know. I don't know what we have to talk about. We got the ball. We've scored first. We got a turnover, but it's obviously something Coach Jordan sees that he doesn't like or wants to make the team aware of.
Let's take a look at ELCA's defense. The front 4: Darius Good, Evan Lewis, Connor Albrecht, and Nick Dawson. In the 4-3 scheme, Griffin Alexander, Chase Burdett, Sam Shockley are your backers. And in the secondary, you've got Antoine Campbell, Davis Reynolds, Jordan Long, and Jordan Scott in the secondary. So that's your Regions Bank starting defensive lineup for Eagles Landing Christian Academy. We have played very little, folks, but it did not take Mount Paran long. I wouldn't go get a drink of water or anything. I'd hang around. Pistol formation. Dropping to throw is Allen. Looking complete. Down at the 10. Wow, Allen right on target. 18-yard completion. This is a high-powered offense. Trust me when I tell you that. And we're back live in a hurry. Down inside the 5.
That's a give to Walker.
Connor Hill, the tight end, made the catch. Walker down to the 3-yard line. The give to Walker. Touchdown. Got it in there. Dorian Walker, 3-yard touchdown run. And Mount Paran waste no time. Trust me, folks, there's a reason they're 13-0. And if you can't see it in these first 2 possessions, something is wrong. Technical College System of Georgia touchdown replay. Dorian Walker. Slips, didn't bother him much.
Nope.
Still plenty of leg to dive in.
Finds the end zone. We're going to go.
Oh, my. Not a touchdown. His knee must have touched. That must have been where he slipped. Allen rolling. Now it's a touchdown.
Jake Allen.
Thank you, Jake, for scoring on that second play. If they hadn't scored there, we'd have had some egg on our face, wouldn't we? But I think Dorian Walker's left knee touched at the 3.
He touched. Saw his foot slip. Looked like his knee may have touched there. So no worries, though. Jake Allen takes care of it.
Mazii, whichever you'd like to pronounce it, is with the extra point. Up and good. Wow, Mount Paran 3 minutes in, off to a great start. Now let's take a look at the Technical College System of Georgia touchdown replay. Jake Allen flushed out of there, sees a light at the end of the tunnel, and dives right in there.
Showing his versatility, showing if you shut down the receivers, he can find a way to run it in, and he gets in for the touchdown. 14-0. Everything's gone their way so far.
5 plays, 26 yards, 2 minutes, 25 seconds. The scoring drive brought to you by TCSG, Technical College System of Georgia. We are at 9:01, Sam. We've barely got our seats warm, and it's 14-0.
14-0.
Mount Perrin going to kick it off now. Jake Mazee is going to kick it off. He's a senior. What's the deal with the pooch kicks? Everybody's doing it now.
You know, and I think it's just a trend. I think coaches see other coaches do it, and if they think there's a return man back there that could break one all the way, you do that. But the other thing is you kind of give away some good field position.
There's another one, but no fair catch. The freshman takes it and runs it back up across the 30.
But the ball comes out again.
And the ball comes out, and who's got this one? I believe, Eagles Landing Christian did recover it. Wow. Danger, Will Robinson is all I've got to say on that one. Goodness gracious. The ball has just been, for the last 2 days, has been flying out of
Or has it just been our
arms.
games?
Our games.
Is
Somebody's
it us?
punishing us. Somebody's punishing us. First down 10.
It's got to get better. It's got to get better.
Yeah, the 31 or the 32. Going to run the sprint draw. Not much there. Up past the original line of scrimmage. Eagles Landing Christian. Let's take a look at Eagles Landing Christian's offensive team. Chris Richardson, Spencer Stefano, Connor Albrecht, Ryan McNeely, and Chandler Reeves up front. In the backfield, Jordan Scott, Trevor Greer, Kenny Cochran, Cam Merritt, Alan Powell Wright. Walking up now, putting a blocking back right behind the guard. Sprint draw, quarterback draw. Nice play up to around the 40-yard line on the direct step from Hammonds. Let's take a look at Mount Perrin's defense. It's the Regions Bank starting lineups. Alan Cater, Patrick Lee, Silas Hicks, and Jack Crum with their hands on the ground. The backers are Matthew Norton, Nick Cervati, Garrett Harris, and Graham Massey. We'll get the secondary for you as soon as we can. We'll set that for you. Mount Perrin leading 14-0. It's 4th down and about 1. Hammonds. Here is the secondary: Dorian Walker, Reed Massey, and Taylor Trammell. My advice would be to stay away from Dorian Walker. Don't throw anything in that direction.
Nope. He has 3 interceptions. We talk about all he's done on offense. On defense, he's a big contributor there too.
4th and less than a yard. Eagles Landing Christian going for it. Gonna run it, and I'm not sure he made it. Or there has been another fumble, I believe. Yes, there has. And there is Nick Cervati coming out of that with it.
Coach Shorten talked about Nick Cervati when we talked with him this week, and says he is the guy that gets things done, really goes out with a workman-like attitude throughout the game. There his ball comes out.
Yeah.
64 Silas Hicks had his hand in, and Nick Cervati comes away with it.
It's 14-0. Need to batten down the hatches here if you're Eagles Landing Christian. This one can get away from you in a hurry.
It can with this Mount Perrin team, and they're looking so impressive on offense. Big possession now, big time for the Eagles Landing Christian defensive unit.
Mount Perrin from the 40. Walker bounces up in there, nothing there. Nice surge that time by Eagles Landing on defense. That defensive front of Good, Lewis, Albrecht, and Dawson kind of asserted themselves, Sam.
That time, and then saw the linebackers kind of active as well. 41, Sam Shockley, and the guy you're going to hear his name a lot, number 33, Chase Burdett, in on over 120 tackles he's been in on this season. number 33, watch for him in white.
Spread offense to the corner. Walker knocked out of bounds after a gain of about 5. He's just got that good running back gait. Does that make sense? He has a gait. You know, those prize horses have a gait.
Yep, and you watch this stride. You're going to get a look at it here.
Look at the gait he's got. He's just very fluid.
Number 33, Chase Burdett, was in on, we just mentioned him. Coach Guest calls him the centerpiece of the defense, and he was there to push him out of bounds.
3rd down and short. And Eagles Landing Christian going to jump offside yet again. When they switch from weak side to strong side, when they go unbalanced, Eagles Landing's jumping offside.
Prior to the snap, encroachment, defense. Penalty is 5 yards.
And that basically is what they're doing to them. They're going unbalanced.
Yep.
Watch your guard and tackle on the left side. There's your tackle. Yeah, unbalanced, see. And when you go unbalanced, Eagles Landings, this is obviously something new. They haven't seen this.
Because they're every time they do it, they're moving.
1st down. Give to Walker. Not much there, down at the 30 and thrown out of bounds. Nice defense over there
Number
by
10,
Eagles Landing.
Jordan Long in on the stop. He's one of the players who started at quarterback when the season began. Jordan Long got time at quarterback. Jordan Scott got time at quarterback before Coach Guys settled on DJ Hammonds.
5'10", 190. Good size backer.
Good size guy. 34 tackles this season.
2nd down and 9. Got to get to the 20 for the first. Walker yet again. And gonna break tackles and go down close to the 25-yard line. Not only does he have the nice fluid movement, he's got some fullback in him too.
Yep, number 41, Sam Shockley ends up hanging on at the end to bring him down as he almost gets away. Still going, legs still going, still looking to break out of there. Shockley just hung on and wouldn't let him go.
This is a special player, people. We're watching a special player today. And they take him out of the game, give him a break, which, of course, they need to do at times. Spread formation. Direct snap to the fullback. Right through the middle, 1st down yardage and more. Down to the 15-yard line.
That's 43, Ethan Pugh.
Fullback and linebacker, and he's a junior. Bouncing off people. 1st down 10. To give left side. Tackle. Breaking. Touchdown. Not Perrin. Taylor Trammell on the run. 17-yard touchdown run. This is a powerful offense, Sam Crenshaw. Technical College System touchdown replay. Watch it.
Reads his blocks. Now he's breaking tackles there and gets in for the touchdown.
Goes in standing. Another look. Breaking tackles. This has been impressive. Kick coming up. And it's good. 6 plays, 42 yards. What took them so long on that one? That's the longest time drive they've had, isn't it?
Tommy, we knew with the type of plays we're going to see in this game, we were going to see some outstanding plays. I don't know if we felt like the game would go this way, though.
I'll tell you what's really killing Eagles Landing Christian right now is that blocking up front from Mount Perrin. Oh, those cross blocks, and when they're unbalanced, those guys up front with their hands on the ground are wearing some folks out on the other side of the ball.
They really
and when
are.
you've got 6 and 7 on 4 or 5, you're in a losing battle.
That's true, and that's how it's going right now. It seems like they really have the Eagles Landing defensive unit off, just really kind of off balance. Starting first of all with the things when they go unbalanced, and I think that's something like you said. Maybe they haven't seen that or didn't see it on any type of reel or anything to preview the team. It's something kind of new. The way they're reacting to it, it seems like. Obviously, they played this team earlier in the season. If they had done that, they would know to look for it. You wouldn't have them jumping outside. So that maybe it's something else that they've thrown in on the day, a little bit of a curveball by Coach Mitch Jordan. And then right now, we still got 4:45 to go in the first quarter. They got a 21-0 lead.
And it has been fairly easy, to be honest with you. And he's going to kick it deep this time.
He hurt you.
And it's going to bounce and be picked up. Nowhere to run. Michael Adams on the return up to about the 15-yard line. Obviously, that works when you pooch kick and then you kick it deep. When you can get a backspin on the kick.
There you go.
That helps.
That helps a lot.
Hammonds at quarterback. He has got to get something going here. Both teams run similar offenses. Mount Perrin 7 first downs, Eagles Landing no first downs. Direct snap, good blocking up front. Excellent call and a good move up to the 19-yard line. They're just going to have to fight their way back into this ball game. There's absolutely no doubt about that.
Need to have something good and get some momentum. Need to sustain the drive.
Josh Mays on the carry. He's a freshman.
Freshman had a good season, so though 782 yards and 7 touchdowns.
He's not your typical freshman.
Now we got a whistle.
And a foul.
Prior to the snap, false start on the offense. Penalties 5 yards, second down.
5-yard penalty. Second down upcoming. Here's the penalty. Left guard moved. If I was having the task that he's got to do on that defensive front, I'd be moving quick in a hurry too.
You would need to.
Yes.
You would need to.
Man in motion. Hammonds dropping, in trouble, fires, incomplete. Good coverage down there by Mount Perrin. On second down and long, I thought he was going to have trouble getting it. Boy, he did get some pressure. I thought he was going to have trouble getting it off.
Number 44, Jack Crone, was coming, bringing the heat. Just does get it away before Crone hits him.
I love the way the quarterbacks roll over, hold their head up to see if he completed the pass.
Yep.
There was no way to know the way he was going down. Hammonds on third and long. Hammonds rolling, looking, got time, gonna throw, got a man out there, intercepted. My goodness.
Taylor Trammell just turned around, reached up and said, give me that.
At just the right time. Hammonds had the throw there. It was there. He just leapt in the air and pulled it down. Good throw.
What an outstanding effort.
The wide receiver was there. Aaron Powell Bright was there. Excellent move. Thought he had it. Had his hands ready to catch it. Excellent defensive play, however, by Taylor Trammell.
He's having quite a game. He's already scored a touchdown on offense.
And gotten the interception as well. Eagles Landing Christian 3 turnovers. Mount Perrin, as you would suspect, none.
Here we go again.
Here is Dorian Walker. And we've got to take a look at that cross block at the top of the screen. 50-yard touchdown run. Somebody got lit up on a block on that cross block.
And there was nothing in front. There was nothing in front of him. Everything was gone.
Smooth sailing and cool water.
That's it.
Wow. Mr. Walker is putting on a clinic today in the Georgia Dome. Watch the blocks, folks. Texas System College of Georgia. Right there. Wow. Sam could run through that.
Go that way.
Extra.
You're like him.
Extra point is up and good. Mount Perrin leads 28-0. Sam, you could have run through that.
There's our guy.
Yeah. One play, 50 yards. Didn't take long to get there.
We still got 3:38 to go.
Watch this block up front if we can pick it up. Right there. Dorian Walker.
And he's got that stride, like you said, the way he runs. I like the way he runs. He's got that stride about him.
He's going to make some college very proud.
He's got a long list all lined up with offers for him.
Yeah, I'm sure the alumni base at many schools are watching this young man today, wouldn't you think?
Can we say something about what this team would do if they win this game? A team from Cobb County has not won a state football championship since Marietta High School did it in 1967. And we're talking a number of teams that have played for the state championship in recent years have gotten to that final game. Harrison in 2000, McEachern in 98, Wheeler back in 73, and most recently Walton in 2011. But here's a program that's only been playing football for 6 years. Here they are playing in the Georgia Dome. This is uncharted waters for them.
They've learned it well, haven't they?
28-0 with 3:38 to go in the first quarter.
Look at this kick. Why would you boots kick when you can kick it to downtown Atlanta? Holy smokes.
They're showing up everything right now. They're just pulling out everything.
Let's see what the Mount Perrin coach said in the dressing room. Something was said that fueled this 28-0 start. Let's take a look at it.
Guys, I want to be there for the special moments in your life, okay? And stuff as difficult happens, I want you to call on me. I will always be there. Coaches love you. I love you. I want you to play hard today, not only for yourselves, your team, this community, Cobb County, everybody that's come before you, all right? I love every one of you. Let's go get them, all right? Go, boys, go!
Great speech. Short and to the point.
To the point. And he mentioned Cobb County.
Yes, he did.
A lot of people are watching and pulling for this team to be the one that pulls through. And you think about Cobb County, great programs out there, great coaches, but for whatever reason, they haven't been able to win that state championship. Since Marietta in 67, 28-0, Mount Perrin's got off to a pretty good start.
That's what's amazing to me. Cobb County is they're loaded with great football teams. Roll to the right and a throw. Goes down hard up at the 14-yard line, or at the yard line. I believe that was Reed Massey, is that right?
In on that stop?
Yeah, I think so. Hammonds directing traffic, getting his signals from the sideline. 3rd down 10. Up at the 20. Man in motion. Hammonds barking his signal. Pressure, pressure, big time pressure. And goes out of bounds. Collision with Walker. Hammonds, what do you do here? You're down 28-0 and it's 4th down. And it's going to be, that's a little too much. 4th and about 3 or 4. Watch Hammonds and Walker collide here.
Yeah, at the end here. It doesn't mean there you go. And dip the shoulder a little bit.
Welcome to the Dome.
There you go. He said, we're not done.
I will say this, everybody is loose by now. Some of the hits we've seen, all the vertebrae are in place. Everybody's
ready to go.
Everybody's turned in their chiropractic license, especially on defense over there. Boy, there have been some hits, I'm telling you. Punt, end over end. Going to roll dead down at the 33-yard line. Stop the Drop is an initiative dedicated to preventing high school dropout. We ask students to do their part in finding out how the problem affects their community and preparing a 30-second PSA that tells us about it. The best PSA wins a $2,500 scholarship. Stay tuned to find out today who our 2014 contest winner is and what ideas they have about how to stop the drop. Unbalanced yet again. The give. Out of bounds to Walker. Up across the 35. Gain of maybe 3 or 4.
Once again, 33, Chase Burdett in on the stop, being very active from his linebacker spot.
He's got to be winded just a little bit.
He's been on the field an awful lot in this first quarter, and here he is.
Well, he's playing offense and defense. But he's getting a lot of help up front, isn't he? Pistol formation. Tailback, Walker up across the 40. Those guys up front are really something special. Carter Smith, Rainey, Strong, LaPrade, Addison, and the fullback helps out a great deal too. Wow. Here's another hit on Walker. He does need a break. You can't. Theory would tell you he can't carry every play, but I'm not sure that's the case. Dropping to pass, Allen complete in space. Wow. Kellum Rowan.
Williams.
Amani Williams again. 27 yards. Allen, your quarterback. Jake has had a good day. First down 10. Mount Perrin on the move again. Pistol formation. Going to run the speed to the left. Did you see the hole up the middle? I thought Amani had it. You did too. Whistle.
Got a flag.
I think this is going to be a personal foul. They're discussing it. And we're looking at the clock where it says 57 seconds left and Mount Perrin's up 28-0 with the ball.
After the play, personal foul, face mask against the defense. That penalty will be half the distance to the goal line. First down.
Let's take a look at this face mask. Give you a couple of looks here. Amani. Yeah, somebody's got a hand in there.
I think they're looking at 41 there. Yeah. Sam Shockley.
Right. There it is. Right there. 10. Looks like 10. And he backed out of.
That's Jordan Long.
There you go. Jordan backed out of there. I formation or pistol, whichever you prefer.
Oh, look at the stand. Oh, my goodness. Chase is Barry Sanders. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You think Barry Sanders, I'm thinking Michael Jordan. Because he made that move on a basketball court.
Absolutely.
Oh, man, look at Walker here. What's this? Good morning. This kid is something special.
Effortless.
Just smooth as silk, isn't he?
Yeah.
He is the deal. I'm telling you, Sam. Thank you to our TV and online people for watching. You're watching a special athlete today on a special football team. Second down and 8. Knocked down as is Taylor Trammell.
And that was Sam Shockley making the stop. Nice solo stop for him.
The quarter is going to end there, and everybody's going to take a deep breath, including us,
yes.
Sam. Wow, we've played one at the Georgia Dome, and it has been Mount Perrin. Wow. 28-0 Mount Perrin. We'll be back with the second quarter when we return to the Georgia Dome in Atlanta.
At the heart of our community are the businesses that don't skip a beat. Georgia's electric membership cooperatives stand behind local commerce. Whether keeping farms running or shining a light on new ventures, we bring business, large and small, to our communities. Creating jobs, driving development, supporting dreams. Georgia's EMCs, powering our businesses, lighting the way.
This moment, getting here took 3 years of sleepless nights and postponed vacations. Your dad said play it safe. Your husband kept the faith. But franchising is why you partnered with Regions in the first place. We share your vision for moving forward. And at moments like this,
Hi, Steve.
that makes all the difference. Is your business at a turning point? Regions.
Nothing prepares you better for a great career than the technical college system of Georgia. TCSG colleges produce graduates with the knowledge and training today's top employers are looking for. With campuses across Georgia, state-of-the-art facilities, and outstanding instructors with real-world experience, it's the kind of affordable college education that will fast-track you into a rewarding career. We're building a better future for you. Contact the TCSG college in your area today or go to tcsg.edu.
Some questions can't wait until morning. So I'm one of many nurses at Cigna with answers, anytime, day or night. I'm Lauren, and I've got your back.
I'm not sick. I'm not sick. I'm not sick.
She's perfectly healthy.
Cigna covers preventive care. That's having your back.
Welcome back to Atlanta to the Georgia Dome. Mount Paran leading Eagles Landing Christian 28-0, heading into the second quarter. Now the Eagles enters today's state finals game with 2 state championships to their name, but how long did it take them to get their first state championship after the program started? Let us know the answer on Facebook, on Twitter, find GPB Sports, and I'll be back in the fourth quarter with our trivia winner for the day. Thank you guys, back up to you, the booth.
Thanks, Grace. Okay, Sam. You know the game. You've played the game. Here's the deal. You're down 28-0. What do you do? What do you tell your kids on the sideline?
That's the interesting question. There's still a lot of football to be played, you know, and you know how your season started. You know your season started out at 0-6, and so you know your team has had to deal with some adversity. So you know these guys are tough. It's curious to see now I'm curious to see what happens right now going forward. They get, you know, can they get something positive going? This quarter is very crucial. If they can get some points on the board and get some stops, you know, it does a great thing to restore some of the confidence. I mean, things got out of hand early. But this is a team that's had to deal with adversity all season long.
We can't wait until halftime to make adjustments. You've got to make in-game adjustments. And the bad part about it is you have to make adjustments on both sides of the ball. Both sides need adjusting, offense and defense, Sam.
They truly do. They truly do. You got to do some things to really counter some blocking schemes right now that Mount Paran has that are just working to perfection for them. And not like the running backs need a whole lot of room to work, but it's giving them what they need. And Mr. Walker is showing you what he can do. He's putting on quite a show so far. Look at this.
10 carries, 121 yards, and 1 touchdown in the first quarter.
Wow.
That's a game.
It is.
That's a game for most running backs. He's special. Don't just watch the game, folks. Engage with GPB Sports on social media, whether you're on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. We want you to be a part of our GPB Sports family. There's so much to see, so be sure to find GPB Sports on Facebook and Instagram and at GPB Sports on Twitter. You're big on Twitter, aren't you?
Very much. I just tweeted a shot of you and our view from here in the booth on the field. I think some members of the Falcons organization are doing something. It looks like Rich McKay, team president, down on the field and acknowledging some people. I see a couple of coaches. I think I recognize Franklin Stevens. I think is down there among them as well. He's been in this dome before, obviously.
Let's take a look at how these teams got here. ELCA lost to Mount Paran, Stockbridge, Greater Atlanta Christian, Mount Pisgah, Whitewater, and Woodward. All great football teams. But then they got on a roll. Strong Rock, Landmark, Our Lady of Mercy, Mount Vernon Presbyterian, and they've rolled through the playoffs. 34-0, 47-17, and a very good Calvary Day School team out of Savannah, 14-7. And here's Mount Paran. They opened 31-14. And then they beat Whitfield, North Clayton, Kings Ridge, Pinecrest Academy, Walker, Christian Heritage, Tryon, Mount Zion of Carroll, Mount Pisgah, and in the playoffs, Stratford out of Macon was their first victim. Down at in the 12-yard line area. In motion. Rolling, looking to throw, headed for the corner, gonna get there, touchdown yet again.
Jake Allen.
Jake Allen. Jake has been great today, hasn't he? He's had a good day.
And he shows you if you shut down his receivers, okay, you're taking my receivers away, I can use my legs and I can move around and make some things happen.
Jake has had a good day. Technical College System of Georgia touchdown replay across the 10. You know, Jake has some speed too.
He can. He's got a step.
He didn't just show up today to hand the ball off or throw it to somebody else.
Oh, no, not at all. I think that's been the way they've worked things. Obviously, they like to move and work things through Dorian Walker, but there are other guys that can help, that can hurt you on this offensive unit for Mount Paran.
Wow. Extra point up and good for Mount Paran. Let's take a look at Jake one more time. Jake Allen, your quarterback, flushed out of there. Gonna run, couple of backers chasing him. No danger there. Scoring drive, 7 plays, 68 yards, 2 minutes and 13 seconds.
Young man, he turns and sees the camera over his shoulder, gives him a smile. I mean, you're smiling because you're playing in the state championship game, but you smile even more when you look up at the scoreboard and realize we're early in the second quarter and look at the score.
This will tell you how far this team has come. They opened the season with Eagles Landing, scored 31. It's 31-14 in the opener. It's 35-0, and we're barely into the second quarter. This is unbelievable.
Unbelievable also that Eagles Landing has had some of the problems that they've had in this game. Turning the ball over is something that you just can't afford to do.
Jake Mazzee will kick it off.
3 turnovers already.
That will kill you. This team does not, you're playing, Mount Paran does not need any help.
You know, you make a turnover, they're going to make you pay.
Driving kick going to be taken at the 4-yard line. Up to the 15 or 16-yard line. Jordan Scott on the return, senior. Now Hammond's going to come in at quarterback. What do you do here, Sam? What do you call? You're down 35-0. You want to get 1-2 scores before halftime. You actually need to grind it out on the ground here and run clock is what you really need to do. You've got to keep them off the field. They score so quickly. It's unbelievable. Quick snap. Counter up the middle, up to the 21-yard line.
Trevor Gear on the carry there, number 4. He's over 700 yards rushing and 11 touchdowns this year.
Eagles Landing. Hammonds at quarterback. Different looking formation. Going to drop, throw. Got a man out there. Incomplete, up at the 40.
And once again, Hammonds was hit as he let the ball go. Big hit.
It has been a punishing first quarter for Mr. Hammonds from the backside.
Big hit right there.
Eagles Landing Christian, no first downs. That definitely alters the throw.
Matthew Norton in on that stop, 17.
First down marker up at the 28. 3rd down and long. Going to run a counter up the middle, quarterback draw up to the 26-yard line.
34 Nick Savati there.
Savati.
In on the tackle. Take a look at him coming straight at you.
That initial hit had to be somebody else. 12 but had that initial hit coming across there. 4th down. What do you do now? You punt it away? You give it back to him?
Wow, you got to give it back.
That's not what you want to do. Running a late substitution on there. Good snap. Wow. Pressure on the kick. And taken at the 37-yard line. Did you know GPB offers a free 8th grade Georgia Studies digital textbook available on iPad and Kindle? You can download the free GPB app for a preview and to learn more about great things GPB is doing around the state, or visit gpb.org/textbook for more information. A very good thing.
Here we go. Mount Perrin back on offense.
Unbalanced to the right. Breaking tackles. Dorian Walker again, gain of 8.
And he just glides.
He does.
He just glides because it makes it look so effortless.
Well, the difficult part of it is he has another gear than most players on the field. Just got that second gear. Here he is again. Look at this. Oh, there he goes. Down to the 35-yard line. Walker is having a career day.
Number 11, Davis Reynolds, ends up hanging on at the end. But watch what happens before number 11 is able to hold on to him.
12 carries, 137 yards. Walker, that's a pretty good game and a championship game.
Very good game. And the thing of it is, we're at 9:04, so we got 9 minutes to go here.
Before the half, and he's already got that many carries and that many yards. Very unassuming if you'll look at him. Now somebody stuck their nose up in there pretty good. That's good defense over there by
Dalton Hardman.
Hardman, yes, number 50. And the thing you'll like about Walker when you watch him is he does not burn any particular energy. He's very relaxed at all times. Seems to be relaxed. He doesn't seem to be tense at all. Give that man some Gatorade.
He can get a sip. Get a sip there.
There you go.
Take a knee. Take a knee for
Take a knee. Breathe deeply, son. Breathe deeply. And here comes the backup, which is not good news for anybody else either. Down to the 28-yard line.
He's having quite a game. Taylor Trammell is having quite a game. We've seen him score on offense. We've seen him get an interception on defense, and here he comes at you right here.
Yeah, when you run Amani Williams, Taylor Trammell, and Dorian Walker, it's almost unfair. And those are the guys that have been doing it. And then you got a guy by the name of Jake Allen who's engineering all this. And if
by the way.
Yeah, by the way. He's as fast as anybody he's handing off to. Unbalanced left this time. I love this. This is great. Good defense. Yeah, Trammell goes down. Good defense that time by Eagles Landing Christian.
Yep. Number 7, Nick
Dawson. Yeah. Plays running back and defensive line.
Watch him step up here. A nice solo stop by number 7.
How you like me now?
Yep.
That's nice work there. Good looking kid there. I tell you what.
And it brings up 4th down. What do?
I don't know that they have a play for this other than punt. Have you seen any evidence of a 4th down play by this football team?
And we're getting a timeout called now.
Yes, we are. You know what would be interesting? And this is just me, if they'll run a field goal kicker out there. The guy who kicks off kicks it pretty good.
He does.
I'd like to see it anyway. Wouldn't that be interesting?
They line out. Let's see. We line it up and try it and see.
Right, let's see. Coach Jordan loves being in the Dome, and well, he should. Here's what he said about playing in the Dome.
You know, maybe we go and watch Hoosiers when they go play in the state championship. The field's going to be the same size as the field at Mount Perrin and the teams that we played. But I think it'll be overwhelming a little bit, but we'll try to. I think they'll settle in. They're a tough bunch and a disciplined group, and I think they'll be ready to go after the glamour and the experience of running out in the Georgia Dome for the first time.
I really don't think they've settled in. I think they have more or less homesteaded here. They have really made themselves at home.
Overwhelmed? Did he say overwhelmed?
I would hate to see them when they're underwhelmed, wouldn't you?
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, no.
No field goal. It would have been a 47-yard attempt. That was what we were trying to figure out what it would have been. It would have been a 47-yarder, unbalanced to the left side. Allen rolling the throw. Got a man out there. Touchdown. Oh, my. Jake Rowan, touchdown. 29 yards. Let me remind you, that was 4th and 4.
Something.
Unbelievable. Technical College System of Georgia touchdown replay coming up. Watch Jake roll. Plant his feet, throws wide open.
Yeah. Throwing in for the touchdown. And the score grows.
41-0. Extra point upcoming. Kick is up and the kick is good. Let's go to break. Mount Paran 42, Eagles Landing Christian Academy nothing. We've still got 6:48 to go in the first half of play. That's right, we're still in the first half at the Georgia Dome.
The new College Football Hall of Fame and Chick-fil-A fan experience puts fans closer to the game experience. Featuring over 30,000 square feet of college football interactive exhibits. Tickets available at cfbhall.com.
This is basically off the point, but you know, these things happen to me. It's 42-0, and up to this point, I hold the record as a TV broadcaster for a high school team scoring the most points in the Dome.
In the Dome, really?
63. That's the mark we're looking for today.
And which game was that?
It was Dublin and Lovett, 63-7.
Man.
In a game a few years back.
Okay.
So, 63. Jack Rowan.
Yep.
Nice catch. Wide open. There's very little you can say to Eagles Landing Christian right now.
What and you know, and you wonder, what do you say? You know, you got a coach and a coaching staff. They've been to this game before. They've won this game before. But what do you do for this team? And, you know, because you know how this team started their season. And we made a big deal this week about a team with a record of 7-6 playing in a state championship game. But they went out and they earned it. They earned the right to be here today.
Sure they did. At the 2. Right back up the middle. Breaking tackles and across the 26 up to the 27-yard line. That's an excellent return by Jordan Scott there.
Great effort by Jordan Scott.
He's a good-looking kid in the uniform, isn't he?
Yeah.
Got good speed.
Wants to try to make something happen. Wants to try to make something positive happen for his team. It's been a rough morning so far.
7-6 record for Eagles Landing, but let me remind you, their 6 losses were to quality playoff. 4 of the 6 were in the Final Four that they lost to. Nothing happening there. Back of the 21. Excellent defense by Mount Paran yet again. Matthew Norton, outside linebacker, made the stop.
That was number 9, Cam Merritt, getting the chance to carry the ball.
He's a junior. In your worst dreams, you would have never dreamed that this would have happened in this game.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Man in motion. Snap. Hammond's throwing deep. And can't catch up with it down at the 30. Pass was intended for Aaron Bright, senior wide receiver. Good coverage back there by Mount Paran. Boy, he aired it out, Sam.
He did. He can throw it out there. A little too far this time. Had his man. Couldn't make the connection.
Just a little bit too far. 3rd down and 16. Eagles Landing Christian 0 for 4 on third down conversions. Man in motion, gonna fake. Hammonds in trouble. Flag goes down. I think we had a takedown back at the 12.
Yeah, we got a flag.
Of course, Hammonds trying to get out of the pocket and get out of harm's way. At the 12 is where the ball is. Let's see. 10-yard loss.
Holding against the offense. The penalty is declined. A fourth down.
Fourth down. Not going to take the penalty. I'd like to see this
Chandler
takedown here. Let's watch this, Sam.
Whoa, that's a takedown on number 3. It's Alan Cater.
78 went down, but not for the count.
Chandler Reeves.
Chandler Reeves, yeah.
So they punted away.
No choice. Back here. Standing right at the tip of the end zone line. Good snap. And a good kick. Going to be caught at the midfield stripe.
A little bit of a juggling act there, but he was able to corral the ball and bring it back in.
Georgia Travelers scours the Peach State for all the newest, oldest, weirdest, and wildest attractions for you and your family to explore. From scenic getaways to high adrenaline adventures, and of course, some of the best eats in Georgia. Watch Georgia Travelers Sundays at 7. New episodes coming this January. Great show. Love it.
It is a great show.
5:21 left in the half.
Takes you to some remarkable places around our state.
It really does. Those guys do a great job with that. First down marker has to be down at the 31-yard line. Here's Mount Perrin. Going to run the speed sweep. Got a block on the corner and a gain of about 4 or 5.
Looked like 33 in on the stop once again. Chase Burdett still fighting, still fighting.
Imani Williams on the carry. Second down and 6. Just your basic speed sweep with everybody but the coach pulling in front.
Just about
Wow.
everybody, yep. And there's Burdett. He's been a busy man.
Yes, he has. Down to the 35. Looked like Walker. Yes, it was. And Walker was knocked down by Darius Good, linebacker. Left-hand side. Had some help down there from Byron Terry. Third down and 5. To give to Imani once more. I think he got the first down. Imani Williams on the carry. I'm going to tell you, when you can when you can take Imani Williams, a senior, Taylor Trammell, a junior, and Dorian Walker, a senior, and surround Jake Allen with those 3 backs, you better be real salty on defense if you stop that.
You have to be. You have to be. And that's why really no one's been able to do it this season.
That's
these
true.
guys have been able to pretty much have their way.
They've been a juggernaut. Allen's going to hand to Walker down to the 28-yard line where he's brought down. You can see the slump in the shoulders just a little bit, and that's understandable. Antoine Campbell on the stop. Second down and 8 or 7. Short 8, 7. 3.5 minutes left in the first half.
Frustrating time, and it seems like, will Mount Perrin get into the end zone once more here before the half?
Dorian Walker, 15 carries for 154. Got his hands on the ball, breaking tackles, not much there. Good defense over there.
Number 11, Davis Reynolds in on the stop.
Dalton Hardiman as well, outside linebacker. Boy, Walker is a workhorse. He's already carried it 15 times in the first half. And there's no doubt you want to showcase your best running back and one of the best running backs in the state of Georgia here in the Dome.
Absolutely. And he is putting on quite a show.
Yes, he is. In motion. Walker again, right up the middle, down to the 24-yard line. What kind of adjustments can you make at halftime, Sam? Do you think?
Just don't, you think if any adjustments could have been made, you would have started some of this. You needed to have started doing it during this quarter. This is the quarter when any adjustments at all needed to be made. It seems not to matter to this Mount Paran team on offense. They're continuing to move the ball.
And there's a hard count. And they almost jump offside again, does Eagles Landing.
Now a timeout call.
Well, they're trying to get them to jump. It was 4th down and about 3, so that's what they were trying to do. They shifted and did a good job of over-shifting with them and didn't jump offside. They did flinch a couple of times. Let's be realistic now. They did flinch on defense. Wow. Downton Abbey is back. Catch an encore airing of Season 4, Sunday nights this month, to get ready for the premiere of the all-new Season 5 on January 4th. Don't miss it, Sunday at 8 p.m. Interesting drama has been. Attracted so much attention. So many fans.
Yeah, that's true. That's
so
true.
many viewers.
Yes,
Wonderful.
Yes, big following, big following.
Walker going to come off the sidelines and take his helmet off.
Here's your field goal attempt.
42-yard field goal attempt. Jake Mazai will kick. The holder is Jake Allen. Good hold, good snap. Block. And can be picked up and advanced. Not advanced, but can be picked up. Well, Eagles Landing got something good to happen to them here.
Antoine Walker
halftime.
with the block, and I think he lost track of where the ball went, because had he seen the ball right in front of him, he probably could have scooped it up and taken it all the way back. Take another look at it right here. He walks right in, gets a hand on it, and I think for a moment he loses track of whether it's right there.
Yeah, he was looking for it. I hit it. I know I did. Where did it go?
Right in front of an opportunity. Could have just scooped it right up and gone.
First down 10 now for Eagles Landing. Up at the 43, high snap. DJ Hammonds throwing deep. Got a man out there. Almost intercepted by Walker. He missed that one.
He turned around and went right through his arms.
That one, if we were outside, that one would have brought rain.
He just launched it.
Hammonds can really throw it. Watch. Whoops. Oh, no. That's embarrassing.
Well, hey,
look at him.
Too much. With the day he's had.
Yeah. Listen, nobody's going to throw rocks at him when he comes to the sideline.
Not at all.
Hammonds looks over a 4-man front. Whistle. Did we have movement on the offense?
Prior to the snap, offsides against the defense.
Mount Paran,
5 yards,
offside. Minute 44 left in the first half. 5-yard penalty.
Makes it 2nd and 5.
Hammonds going to give inside. Nothing there. Mount Paran just snuffed that out. Everybody right in there. First one in there to hit him was 44. Jack Crone, defensive end. I tell you, both these teams passed the look test. Good-looking high school football teams. A lot of good athletes on both sides of the ball, no doubt about it. 3rd down 5. At the 47. 3rd and 6. Hammonds rolling to throw. Complete and out of bounds. That's their first down of the half.
With 1:05 to go until halftime. Completion there to Aaron Bright. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds.
Amazing. And this is a team that has really blown through some opponents 6 out of the last 7 games. Motion. Hammonds in trouble. Throws. Got a man wide open. Touchdown, Eagles Landing Christian Academy. Touchdown, Trevor Gear, sophomore wide receiver. 38-yard touchdown pass.
He got lost because he was wide open on that play.
Somebody did not see him. He was wide open. Nice throw by Hammonds. It might have been a safety blitz.
Maybe so, because there was nobody there.
And Walker couldn't even catch up with him. Trevor Gear, sophomore running back. Touchdown. And here comes the extra point. Ushery will kick it. Good snap. And the kick is good. I think the Mount Paran player dove over the ball going. Let's take a look at it. Trevor Gear, he came out. It's the wheel route.
Wheel route, yep.
Yeah. Nobody saw him. Nobody picked him up. Outside backer did not see him. I think they had a stunt on the left side as well.
Eagles Landing Christian will take it.
Yes.
And the way things have started out for them in this game, the first half they've had, you know, it doesn't make anything all better, but at least you're taking some points into the locker room.
Let me tell you, that makes this football team feel a whole lot better. When you know you can score on somebody, and when you do score on somebody, the whole attitude changes. And I'm not saying they're going to score 42 in the second half and make this an interesting game. You don't know. But in their minds, if they score 42 in the first half,
it's possible.
Anything can happen.
We've had some success. We figured out something that works. Can we build on that?
There you go. Usry will kick it off. And back deep, our good friend Imani Williams.
Had a pretty good first half, too.
Listen, several of these backs from Mount Paran have had a career today.
Already.
They really have. Usry forward. Nice kick, driving kick. Williams at the 3. Back up the middle, got a block. And then another down at the 33-yard line. Nice return, 30-yard return by Imani Williams. Tackle was made by Josh Mays, freshman. Yeah, there was a face mask. Well, grabbed him by the jersey. Yeah,
jersey.
It looked like a face mask. General vicinity.
Some of the coaches there on the Mount Paran sideline were like pointing, wanting the face mask call, but actually that was jersey right beneath the face mask.
Yes, it was. Here's Jake Allen now. Brings him up in the pistol formation. Send a man in motion. Going to run straight up the middle. Up to about the 37, 38-yard line. Nice little burst right up the middle. Taylor Trammell. Second down and 4. Gain of 6 on the play. The Eagles' wings have flown here in the first half. Has
soared.
Soared is exactly right.
Darius Good in on the stop there for Eagles Landing, and that's it for the half.
Yeah, Taylor Trammell on the carry. And if you've just tuned in,
we got a player down right now.
It is Mount Paran 42, Eagles Landing Christian Academy 7. We do have an injured player down on the field. Let's go down to Gabrielle Ware down on the sideline. Gabrielle?
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Sam. So you mentioned earlier before that you thought that being in the Dome might be a little overwhelming for your players, but the way you're playing, it doesn't look like it. How are you feeling right now?
Well, I think once I got out here this morning, I got some good advice from some guys that have played before. Just run around in here. They realize it's the same size field. And like I've said, we've got great senior leadership. They've got a little bit of swagger about them. So I think they're confident now and settled in. So we just got to make sure that we don't let up for the second half.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And now let's go to Mark.
Hey, Gabrielle, thanks very much. We're at halftime of the Class 1A Private School Championship here on Championship Weekend. Time for the halftime break. We're going to hear from both marching bands. Plus, John Nelson and his John Georgia segment heads to Pickens County to check out the leading rusher during the regular season in the state of Georgia.
Plus, Grace Olson will check in with some proud parents, and we'll check in online to see what you guys are saying about this game. That's all coming up on the GPB Halftime Show. Don't go anywhere.
This program on GPB is made possible in part by supporters of the Georgia High School Association, including the following.
You can't think about service in Georgia without thinking about our brave men and women in uniform. I'm here today with the Georgia National Guard, and we're very proud of them and their families and how they represent our state. At Georgia Farm Bureau, we're proud about the service we deliver to you and your family and to Georgia agriculture. We invite you to come to your local Farm Bureau office and join our family.
Take advantage of Farm Bureau's many services, from multi-line insurance to money-saving discounts. Visit us online at gfb.org.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Your corporate sponsorship of GPB lets all Georgians know of your support for quality programs that educate, inform, inspire, and entertain. Email us at sponsorship@gpb.org. Thank you.
You look twice before crossing. You exercise. You choose the salad occasionally. But when it comes to staying well, physically, financially, emotionally, going it alone is hard. So Cigna has your back and your knees 24/7, in sickness and in health, answering your questions, giving you some coaching, helping you get well and stay well. That's having a partner who's with you all the way. Cigna.
Welcome back to the Georgia Dome. Welcome back to the GHSA Championships. Welcome back to the GPB Halftime Show. 4 big games to bring you today. We started at 10 o'clock with the single A private school game. That's where we stand right now at the half. It's been all Mount Perrin so far.
Yeah, Mount Perrin definitely making a statement, and we still have 3 more games to go. So.
Yep.
We want to keep you guys connected, so stay online with us, chat with us. Also, download our GPB app. You can live stream the game. A lot of cool things on there. And the lady that can guide you through it is Miss Grace Olson. Miss Grace, what do we have going on over there?
Streaming the game. You can also tweet from the app. There are a lot of things you can do from the app. You can also see all of our blogs and articles we've uploaded, so make sure to download that free from the App Store. And these football state championships, they're not only about football, they're also about you, the fans, and that's why we want to engage with you and talk with you all day long about everything going on the field. So right now I've got our social media update. As you can see, you can tweet us at GPB Sports. You can also find us on Facebook. That's where we have albums loaded for every game full of photos, and the hashtag we're using is GPB Couch. We want to see where you're watching, how you're watching. This is one couch skating photo. We've got an Eagles fan watching at home. There's me doing my first social media update of the day. We also have Merritt Mama, who says, thanks for broadcasting the game, watching my MPC Eagles in Kentucky. So she's watching, she's streaming online or on the app all the way in Kentucky. We also have Bren, who says he gets to watch his whole day. He gets to couch skate with GPB Sports all day long and watch what he says is the best high school football in the country. Then we have Glenn, who says, good morning, crew. I'm watching watching it off the GBB Sports app. Remember, you can live stream it from the football app. And then we have Hunted Librarian says, watching Mount Perrin School bring their A game to the Dome. We have someone else who's tweeting us from the Dome. And then we have Brian Jones who says, Elka is good, but Mount Perrin is on another level, and they have been all season long. And guys, you'd have to agree, right?
Yeah, definitely. They're definitely making a statement from that first game they had this year.
I like how Grace says, there's a picture of me. Yeah, me.
Yeah, what about us? If we tweet you, Grace, can we get on the cool board
Sure.
over there?
You tweet me, next update, you're
I was
in there.
doing it all day yesterday.
Okay, well,
get any love.
next one you're in there.
All right, we'll let you handle all the tweeting.
Sounds good, Mark. I'll do a selfie and we can put it in there.
Incorporate all that. Let's check in now with John Nelson. He's in the principal's office again with the principal of Eagles Landing Christian Academy, Richard Allen. John?
Yes, it's time for me to be in the principal's office once again, a place which I'm quite familiar with, even as I've long since graduated high school. Time to catch up with what's going on at Eagles Landing Christian. What's up at ELCA these days?
Well, John, we got a lot going on. Of course, a lot this week with what's going on here today, the Dome, and getting our kids ready for that. Of course, we got exams next week, which are big for us. Looking forward to second semester where we do a lot of our mini-master, our global impact trips. We'll be sending kids literally all around the world next semester, 4 or 5 mission trips. So we're really excited about that and what's going on academically at the school too. Some great things going on.
Good deal. It is time to play the game. Are you smarter? If you would, please tear the left-hand side of the envelope for a question which I have not seen. Oh, that's the best tear we've had all weekend. Time to grab the question. It is Christmas-based, and I just dropped it. I just got it back. Here we go. Greece was the first country to use what figure to symbolize the New Year? Was it A, Jack Frost, B, Father Time, C, Baby New Year, or D, Plato?
Wow.
I don't know this one either.
Let's try C.
Baby New Year. Is that correct? That is correct. Baby New Year. Good
all
job.
Right. Great job. Great.
Thanks for hanging out with us, being
Thanks,
a good
John.
sport.
Appreciate all you guys do for us.
Appreciate it. Let's send it back over to the set. One down, one coming up.
Those questions are getting tougher and tougher and
Baby
tougher.
New Year. Why baby?
I don't know. You know, the baby comes in the diaper and the old guy goes off and.
I like where you're going with this.
You
Don't
know?
know if I'm exactly following.
Well, it's the old cartoons.
Oh, okay.
Old cartoons.
Before my time, Mark.
That's right,
No, I'm just
way
kidding.
before your time. Well, let's check out some halftime or some highlights from the first half of this game coming out. Mount Perrin going right to work and going right to work pretty early. Here's number 2, Dorian Walker. He streaks down the sidelines. Wide open. This made it 7-0 early on. Mount Perrin scoring 4 touchdowns in the first quarter. Here's the quarterback, Jake Allen. He keeps it. He reverses. He goes in for the touchdown. And right now it is 47-7, 42-7 with Mount Perrin on top.
Do you think they can make a comeback?
Well, you never know. I mean, weirder things have happened. You know, the Buffalo Bills one time came storming back in the second half of an NFL playoff game to win. So we'll see how they play.
I guess that's why we play all 4 quarters and not one half.
You sound like a coach. Coming up on the GBB Championship halftime show, there's still more to come. We'll hear from the Mount Perrin Band, maybe the Eagles Landing Christian Academy Band as well. And John Nelson will talk to one of the most talented running backs in the state of Georgia.
And we'll do another edition of Are You Smarter Than Your Students? And we'll meet the proud parents of one of the players. It's all ahead as GPB's coverage of the GHSA Championship continues right after this on Georgia Public Broadcasting.
Today, companies in the aerospace, advanced manufacturing, and film industries need skilled workers, and the earning potential is high. Go Build Georgia can show you where the jobs are and what skills you need to get them. And the Technical College System of Georgia has fast, affordable training for these great-paying careers. Build your blueprint for success at GoBuildGeorgia.com and look to the Technical College System of Georgia to put your plan into action.
What is by moonlight an empty field is by the magic of electricity sacred ground. As the official energy provider of the GHSA, Georgia's electric membership cooperatives proudly support our student athletes. We are there, illuminating the glory moments fans just have to see. Capturing the hustle, elevating champions, sharing the win. Georgia's EMCs, empowering our youth, lighting the way.
During this performance, one student will drop out of high school. Be there for your big finish.
This program on GPB is made possible in part by supporters of the Georgia High School Association, including the following.
It's been said that championships aren't won by individuals. They're won with team and teamwork. Hi, I'm Zippy Duval, president of Georgia Farm Bureau, and we're proud of our partnership with Georgia High School Association Athletics. In all of our county farm bureaus across the state, we have a championship team ready to deliver services to you and your family and all of Georgia farmers across this state. We invite you to come to your local county farm bureau and be part of our team. Go team!
Visit us online at gfb.org.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Welcome back to the 2014 GHSA Football Championships. We're live at the Georgia Dome, live on GPB, and it's a GPB halftime show right now. The single A private school game. Mount Perrin is ahead right now.
That's right. They're ahead by quite a lot, 42-7 to be in fact. But let's go push it on over to Mr. John Nelson for another edition of Are You Smarter Than Your Students?
Thank you very much, Raven. Time to catch up with the headmaster, Dr. Tilley of Mount Perrin Christian. We're going to get to the question in just a sec, but what's going on at MPC these days?
MPC is an exciting place to be right now, obviously with its field, what's happening today. But if I could not only just brag about these kids and Coach Jordan and his wonderful staff of coaches, I want to brag on all these fans who came today. It was a great statement of support from Mount Perrin community. And also I want to comment on our third year of a state championship for our competition cheerleaders. So a lot of good things happen at Mount Perrin where Christ is at focus, and we're very, very excited about what's happening on our campus academically, in the arts, and in athletics.
Beautiful. It is time to play the game. Are You Smarter? If you would, please. Tear the left-hand side of that envelope just like they did on the Carson Show in the old days. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can grab it without losing it. I didn't drop it this time. Here we go. Question number 2. The first ball drop in New York's Times Square happened on December 31st of what year? Was it A, 1907, B, 1507? Henry Hudson might have something to say about that. The first time did it drop in the year 2227? Was that Sager and Evans? And then D, the year 7. Which one was it?
I'm going to say 1907.
I think that's absolutely correct.
Wow, way to go.
Well done.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks a lot.
And let's send it back over to the set.
Yeah.
All right, John Nelson, thank you very much. Time now to check in with the Eagles Landing Christian Academy Marching Band, brought to you by Regions Bank.
Now, the time has come for us to select one courageous young man and woman for the honor of representing District 12 in the 74th Annual Hunger Games.
Job by the Eagles Landing Christian Academy Marching Band, brought to you by Regions Bank. Well, we crowned 3 state champions yesterday. We're going to crown 4 today. Let's take a look at what transpired yesterday and tell you who the champs are in 2014. In single A public school, it was Hawkinsville beating Irwin County 15-6. Calhoun in a battle of unbeatens with Washington County in the 3A matchup wins the title 27-20. And then late last night, Northside Warner Robins wins its 3rd state championship, beating Mays 25-18.
That's That's right, and our single A private game is underway right now. We're midway through, and the score sits at 42-7. Later on, we'll have the double A game, Benedictine Cadets taking on the Spartans of Greater Atlanta Christian. And in 4A, the Beaufort Wolves looking for that 11th title, as we told you before, taking on the Lions of St. Pius. And in 6A, Archer Tigers taking on the Colquitt County Packers. Lots of good matchups today.
It is, and I just heard that Coach Rush Croat from Colquitt County was named the 6A Coach of the Year, so that's congratulations to him. He's been seen in the Georgia Dome already, so way ahead of his game, but he's already been wandering around the Dome.
Talk about a resume for a coach.
Yeah, he's got a good one.
He definitely does. What's been the most exciting game for you so far?
Well, that Mays game last night was great, and the AAA game, the Battle of Unbeatens, that was exciting as well.
Those two quarterbacks in the Mays Northside Warner Robins game, wow.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're very, very good.
Absolutely.
Well, time now to check in with John Nelson. An segment of We Call John's Georgia brought to you by
Georgia EMC.
All right, what do you got for us? Pickens County running back?
Yeah, Pickens County running back, one of the most talented guys in the regular season. It was a great chance to go see everyone up in Jasper, having one of their best seasons in a while, and we caught up with someone that very few could catch from behind.
The Pickens football program started in 1957, and you can count the number of double-digit win seasons and playoff wins without even opening up your hand. Neither has been a part of the Dragons' history. But under third-year coach Chris Parker, the team has had steady growth and could accomplish both over the next few weeks.
You know, it's not been as quick a process as maybe I worked at Chapel Hill previously, and in the first year I was there, we won a lot of games, and here we've had to earn it, and it's been a fun 3 years combined, and we're looking forward to really growing on it and doing more things.
Well, it's been great. Like freshman year, we only won one game, and then we got Coach Parker, new head coach, and we used to run our formation in the spread. Now we were 5-5 the first year he came, and then 6-4, and now we're sitting at 7-1. So it's been great to have him come in and change it and see it successful.
And for those from Jasper who remember the successes under coaches like Sewell, Loudermilk, and Enos, the current group reminds them of what has been and what could be over time.
Well, I know there's a lot of members in the community that are real advocate about football, and we just want to see it succeed. I know it's real good for them and refreshing to see something like this happen.
We're the only high school in this county, so the whole community gets behind us and they support us, and it's real nice to be living in a small town and have everybody support you.
Brooks has been the bell cow and the benefactor of the offense this year with over 2,000 yards rushing, the only back in the state that can say that. But yards mean nothing without wins and accomplishing one win in particular.
Pickens has had around 60 football teams, and they've made the playoffs 7 or 8 times, but they've never won in the playoffs. And so our goal all along has kind of been to get that first playoff win. And, of course, clinching a playoff berth ensures you got a chance. And now we got to play these last few games with a chance to maybe get a better seed or put ourselves in a better position. But the goal is kind of to get in the playoffs, win one game, and then, of course, if you win one, you want to keep trying to win the next one.
And we got to spend some time in Amicalola EMC for that one. Pickens got that first home game, and it's great to see, Mark, how the process is working there in Jasper. The small steps, and Shannon Brooks right now headed to Minnesota.
Wow.
So you get the Big Ten's getting a big running back here from the North Georgia Mountains.
All right, he is the author of 4 books, 2 on high school football in the great state of Georgia. It's John's Georgia, brought to you by
Georgia EMC.
All right, Raven, take her away.
All right, guys, it's time for another edition of Rent Check with the one and only Miss Grace Olson.
Right, this is Rent Check. We check up on the parents, see how well they know their athletes on the field. Right here, I've got Jason and Angel Allen, the parents of Mount Perrin's quarterback, Jake Allen. Now, their family is all sitting in the stands. They've been chanting Jake all game long, and they gave me this poster. And right here, it says, it's go time, QB1, Jake Allen. And there's a little baby photo of him holding a football. And Dad says he's been playing quarterback since he was 7 years old, so he's gotten some good practice in. I know he's excited to be here tonight. Now let's get to some trivia. I'm going to put you on the spot now. My first question is for you, Mom. What's Jake's favorite part about playing the quarterback position?
Being the leader on the team. He definitely loves to be the leader.
He says the leadership role that comes with it. Great job, fantastic work. Dad, who is his most admired NFL quarterback?
It's definitely Johnny Manziel. Not necessarily my favorite, but definitely his favorite.
Spot on, makes some big plays. All right, Mom, favorite game day ritual that Jake cannot live without?
Taco Mac after the game.
He said he loves Taco Mac, but he said the 3:30 text that you send him every game day, so I thought that was very sweet. And Dad, final question is for you. What's his favorite play to run?
He likes the deep pass down the middle to Amani. I don't know what that's called, but
The deep pass route. That's one where you can make some big-time plays, so I know he loves that one. Well, thank you for joining us. You guys were fantastic at Rincheck. Let's have Nicole come in with some Football Fridays in Georgia t-shirts. Thank you so much for joining us, and fabulous game. Enjoy the rest of it. Now, Peachtree Ridge, they got knocked out earlier in the playoffs, but they have a fantastic set of athletes on the field. They've got a lot to come in the coming seasons, and they began a workout style that you may not have heard of, but it's very fun and it's very unique. Take a look. The water splashes, the kids play, and the people look alive. Parks, restaurants, and arts scattered about the town have become signature Suwannee. But Suwannee hasn't always looked like this.
It's very rural around here. We have the Suwannee Grill, one place to eat. We have some old buildings on Main Street that are still existent.
Believe it or not, this railroad stop was once a bustling Suwannee staple, connecting Southern travelers to Atlanta. The railroad put Suwannee on the map in the 1800s, but now it's the parks, the art, and the football. There's a whole lot of history behind the old town of Suwannee, but in 2014, there's this, Sky Zone, the world's first indoor trampoline park. These out-of-the-box exercises keep the Peachtree Ridge football players in tip-top shape.
Push up, let's go. And you don't realize how hard it is until you sit there and watch them do that. I guess the ground's constantly moving when you're on these trampolines. The explosiveness and all of that it takes to continuously do the large reps. I know I've heard our players talking about all the classes they have over here.
Travis Bowers, one of the Lions' best athletes, sees Sky Zone as more than just fun.
Most guys hit the gym real hard, like weights. I like to come here, because I can jump, work on my quickness, my speed.
He loves it. He's a free spirit, and the good Lord has blessed him with a lot of athletic ability. Travis! And I told him when he got out of the car, this is going to be very abbreviated. No, and he was going, come on, Coach, let me go. And you can see he jumped from pit to pit if you would let him.
The nature of Sky Zone, is fun, it's fit, it's safe. You can have fun and be fit at the same time. Well, doing a workout on a trampoline, it adds a lot of resistance.
I feel like the building up of the leg muscles can help me with tackling people and running around and getting to the ball and getting there quicker.
Go! Come on, let's go, let's go!
You would not expect a football team to come here, but it's definitely a workout, and it helps everyone for sure.
Ready? Down! Down! Down!
It's fun because you're doing stuff you like. I don't like doing up downs, and I don't like running on the track in the heat. So I think it's fun coming out here and running, and just doing a lot of stuff that makes us happy. And we're doing it as a team. We're not just individually doing it. And we're sweating because we have fun.
After Sky Aerobics group conditioning, it was game time.
When I'm here, just feel like I'm 5 years old. Just having fun, just who cares? Just have fun and be yourself.
We're all friends, we can come here together, hang out, we can play dodgeball after. It's all about just pushing ourselves to get the goal of making it to state this year.
We had a ton of fun out there, and while the guys didn't make their goal of making it to state, I actually talked to Coach Fleetwood last week, and he said he has a lot of young talent, and he's excited for the seasons to come to see what they do. Now let's send it back to Mark with more on the bands.
Great job, Grace. I had never seen trampoline training before for football, but maybe that'll catch on. Who knows? Time now to check in with the Mount Barron Christian Marching Band, brought to you by Regions Bank.
it's time for our career play of the game, brought to you by the Technical System College of Georgia. Georgia continues to grow in its service sector economy, and jobs in the hospitality industry are growing too. Thousands of positions for chefs, food and beverage managers, and hotel and travel professionals are expected to open in the next few years. Tourism and culinary careers are fantastic for anyone who loves working with people in a fast-paced environment. Dedication, the right training, and a bold attitude are ingredients for success. That's why the hospitality industry is back in the spotlight as our career play of the game. This message is brought to you by the Technical College System of Georgia. Visit tcsg.edu for more information on starting your new career. You want to become a chef, Mark?
You know, I like to eat.
I like to eat. I'm actually a very good chef.
Are you?
Yeah, people in my family still don't believe me. It's only because I don't cook for them, but I am a good chef.
Well, you can invite me over anytime. I'll eat your food.
I'll cook for you. All right, good deal. Puerto Rican food.
I like it.
Yeah, some paella and some chorizo and beans and rice. You like that?
You're getting me hungry already. It's on toward noon and lunchtime.
I know we haven't had lunch yet. So what's up next?
Well, I tell you, we got 4 big games left to come today to finish out, so it's a big day of football. 3 champions were crowned yesterday, as you know. We're at halftime of game 1, and we got 3 more to go.
All right, Buford Wolves and the St. Pius Lions. I'm really looking forward to that game.
That's a David and Goliath type game. I mean, St. Pius comes in. They won 1 state championship back in 1968. They're definitely the underdog in that game as Buford comes in looking for their 11th state title. They are undefeated, 14-0, and ranked number 1.
Yep, and I always enjoy and the Archer Tigers. I like that storyline.
That's going to be a good one.
Yeah, going against a team that's been here quite a few times, a coach that's been in the spotlight quite a while, and you know they've only been playing football since 2009.
Man, we've got such a great day of football. You don't want to touch that dial. Just stay with us all day long. We got the AA, 4A, and 6A coming along with the second half of this one.
All right, let's toss it up to the booth.
And the booth's a good place to be. We've seen some great football here in the first half. It's been the Dorian Walker show, no doubt about it.
Really has been. And you know what? They call the old the St. Louis Rams the greatest show on turf. We're seeing a pretty impressive show on turf this morning.
This man has a great future ahead of him. And number 2 has really been something special today. He's had a career the first half.
Done outstanding things from the very first time he touched the ball. Also, you know, doing great things on the defensive side of the play as well. Sure. And they're very versatile as far as their offense goes. You say Trammell has done good things with. Williams has done good things with. Had a chance, and of course Jake Allen, the quarterback. Whenever he's had an opportunity, he can do it.
Jake's had a great first half. So has Dorian. Let's go to break. It's been a great first half. A lot of points. Let's go to break here on GPB. Nice to have you with us on this Saturday morning.
This program on GPB is made possible in part by supporters of the Georgia High School Association, including the following.
Developing leaders for Georgia agriculture is very important to us at Georgia Farm Bureau. Hi, I'm Zippy Duval, President of Georgia Farm Bureau. Just like high school athletics, it develops leaders for our community and our state. We at Georgia Farm Bureau think it's just as important to develop the future leaders of Georgia agriculture. Our national security depends on it.
Take advantage of Farm Bureau's many services, from multi-line insurance to money-saving discounts. Visit us online at gfb.org.
And though we're not such great romancers, we know that we're bound to answer when we propose.
Oh, yummy.
Anything goes!
What do you say to my scandalous suggestion?
Anything goes!
Are we talking about sex or love?
Anything goes!
I want you to behave.
Why wouldn't I?
Anything goes!
Right now I'm about 100 feet high, traveling at about 50 miles an hour, just thinking about where I should go next. If you have any ideas, visit us on our Georgia Traveler Facebook page. Gotta go!
Some questions can't wait until morning. So I'm one of many nurses at Cigna with answers, anytime, day or night. I'm Lauren, and I've got your back.
I'm not sick. I'm not sick. I'm not sick.
She's perfectly healthy.
Cigna covers preventive care. That's having your back.
Georgia cotton farmers want you to know cotton is grown in 91 Georgia counties on over 1 million acres. Cotton makes a $2.5 billion economic impact and accounts for over 15,000 jobs in Georgia. Cotton's innovative production has lowered water use per pound of cotton by 75% since 1980. One bale of cotton can make 215 pairs of denim jeans or 700 towels. Cotton is a natural choice for Georgia.
Let's take a look at those first half highlights, and it's been the Dorian Walker show. It's really been a great time for that young man.
Impressive showing for him, and really impressive showing for his entire team. Mount Paran, as you see, here he is getting things started early. 42-yard touchdown run, just ran away from everybody.
And that was Eagle Landing's only touchdown of the first half.
Here comes back the other way. Allen showing what he can do, in for the score. Then they go to Taylor Trammell. Keeps his balance. In for the touchdown. 21-0 at this point. Here comes Mr. Walker again with that big 50-yard run. Jake Allen, when he can't find a receiver, he can use his feet. Getting in for the score right here. 35-0. And he can throw. Jack Rowan hauls it in. 42-0 at this point. Eagles Landing Christian late in the half gets on the board. The pass here from DJ Hammonds. There's Trevor Gear. They're on the board. But man, 42-7 at the break. Wonder what the conversation was like in this locker room after the game. Take a look at these numbers.
I tell you, these are some big numbers. Take a look at those, Sam.
That's something. 249 yards rushing in the first half for Mount Paran. That is simply amazing. Total offense, 323 yards, 14 first downs, only 2 first downs that you see for Eagles Landing Christian, the 3 turnovers, so and that really hurt them early.
And they only got that one late in the first half. And you have to wonder, you have to feel for Eagles Landing Christian Academy. This is a team they played 34-14 without DJ Hammonds in the first game, and you got a lot of hill to climb here.
And let's see. This team has been dealing with adversity throughout the season. The rough 0-6 start. Let's see what they do to start the second half.
Very good.
They're going to be on offense first.
Yes, they are. Mount Paran will kick it off. And the kick by Mount Paran. Deep at the 7-yard line. Right back up the middle. Jordan Scott up to the 20. What is that? The 25? Yeah, I think the 25 there. Here's Hammonds. I'm kind of like you are, Sam. I'm wondering, what could you say at halftime?
What could you say? What could you do? We talked about adjustments, and we talked about making adjustments late in the first quarter. What could they do to try to stop things and change things and get some things going in that direction? When you start off with 3 turnovers, so that's very hard to overcome. Here's a handoff.
That's a good play. That's a good thing to start with, up to the 35-yard line.
That's the freshman, Josh Mays.
Yes, indeed. Josh Mays on the carry. Running back and linebacker. It's an 11-yard run. He's got some good moves. Freshman. And knocked out of bounds. There's Dorian Walker. Defensive back.
The ever-present.
They will see Mr. Walker in their sleep at Eagles Landing. I'm sure they were very familiar with him. Another inside handoff. Defensive play on that side of the ball by Patrick Lee. Patrick Lee of Mount Paran made the stop. Short gain, maybe a gain of 1, Sam.
When you start off by getting a first down to start with in the second half, that's something it took you almost the entire first half to get a first down. You've done that coming out of the locker room. Let's see how they continue here.
Everything's been a positive so far. Hammond's throwing too high. Up around the 45.
Matthew Norton back there, 17, applying some pressure to him from his outside linebacker position. Big 17. Good sized guy there. Watch him come at him.
It's easy for me to sit up here and say this because never played in a game like this when, you know, the loss was or the deficit was so severe. But when you're down, the best thing you can do when you come out is relax. Don't tighten up. Just relax and enjoy the game that you're playing. That's all you can do. Hammonds dropping to throw. Pressure. Wide open in the middle of the field.
Oh, my goodness.
My. Falls down at the 38-yard line.
Aaron Bright had the ball and nothing but green turf in front of him.
25. Correct call. The right call to make.
Nice pass. There he is in space. He has the space opening and just goes down.
Dorian Walker was closing. Did you notice that?
Oh, do you think that made it happen?
I don't think so. I think he just.
This is in trouble from the start.
This was a blown up play to begin with.
Silas Hicks, 64. Looks like he sniffed that one out right from the very beginning. Take a look here.
Let's take a look. 34 also in there helping out a little bit.
Nick Servati, of course, he is always so active with this defensive unit for Mount Perrin.
Second down and about 15 now. Back
Got a whistle.
14. Got to get inside the 29-yard line.
Mount Perrin.
Timeout, Mount Perrin.
Well, Eagles Landing has come out and they're doing something positive. You know, let's see if it can continue when we come back.
42-7. Eagles Landing Christian trailing by 35. We're just underway with the second half, and we'll return with more action from the Georgia Dome.
This moment, getting here took 3 years of sleepless nights and postponed vacations. Your dad said play it safe. Your husband kept the faith. But franchising is why you partnered with Regions in the first place. We share your vision for moving forward. And at moments like this,
Hi, Steve.
that makes all the difference. Is your business at a turning point? Regions.
Eagles Landing Christian needs to score almost every time they have the ball. And they need to do most of it on the ground to run some clock to keep the ball out of Mount Perrin's hands. I want to see what happens defensively for Eagles Landing when Mount Perrin gets the ball. But that was a touchdown strike right there. It just didn't happen. Somebody fell. The receiver fell. And what can you say?
You feel bad for him. He has a chance to do something to really to get his team a little more energized, a big step in the right direction. It was a successful play. You know, it did what it was supposed to do, but it was wide open for him to take it all the way for the score.
And it was the right call at the right time.
Definitely the right call.
Hammonds looks over a 4-down lineman, but a rolled up outside linebacker.
Now we got another whistle.
Timeout. Eagles Landing.
The timeout.
Okay, Mount Perrin called timeout. Eagles Landing calls timeout. You might need to save a few of those for into the game. Georgia Outdoors, GPB's Emmy Award-winning nature series, hosted by Sharon Collins, explores the beauty of our state through all 4 seasons of its glory. And you can find out about Georgia's remarkable natural habitats and the efforts to protect them. Georgia Outdoors, Sundays at 7:30 on GPB. New episodes coming this January.
Fantastic.
I love that show.
Great
it's
show.
Good.
It's a fantastic show.
It really is.
We've had timeouts here by both teams. We come back 2nd and 14 here. And see if Mount Perrin can, and see if Eagles Landing can continue, sustain this drive.
4-down lineman, rolled up linebacker now to the left. for Mount Perrin. Man in motion, going to stop, going to go, going to throw, got a man open. The tight end down around the 23-yard line. That's a little more like it. The tight end down there, Michael Bell.
And you say
19-yard completion.
And you wonder where was his play in the first half. This is what they need. Something that'll loosen things up a little bit.
Not Michael Bell, it was Evan Lewis, the fullback. And now we got to run, and it goes down inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line. Where were these plays in the first half?
Don't know. But we talked about adjustments, doing some things differently. That's Trevor Gear. Of course, he caught the touchdown. He came on the wheel route, out of the backfield and caught the touchdown in the first half. Here he is on that carry, and we get another first down.
Second down. 6 to go, 5 to go. And Hammond's going to try to go left side. Nothing there. Going to be really met by the right side of the defensive line. And a helmet comes flying out of there.
All bottled up. Look like I saw that. There you see Silas Hicks. Also, I saw 15 Graham Massey over there getting in on this play as well.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide on that left side over there, Sammy.
Nope. Making the plays.
I'm impressed with the way Eagles Landing has come out the second half, though, and asserted itself offensively. That's what they've been needing to do.
They're doing some different things. 3rd and 7.
Now he's going to call timeout again.
Timeout.
To be sure, they weren't trying to get Mount Perrin to jump, were they?
Timeout of the half.
Let's take a look at this.
They would try that now. What they want to, I don't know if they would.
They're going to run out of timeouts.
They are.
They've only got one left. Eagles Landing Christian has one left. Let's see if we can read lips over here on the sideline from the coach.
Coach gets and see what he has to say here. He's definitely, he has to like some of what he's seen, at least coming back out of the locker room, that his team is moving in the right direction. They're getting first downs. They're doing some different things with some passes and, just trying to loosen up that Mount Perrin defensive unit that has been playing so well throughout the first half of this game. I'm sure he'd love to see this drive end in some points. 3 is okay, but I'm sure he'd rather get 6 for his team's effort. They've gone out and they've tried to execute, and they brought the ball downfield to this point. They're right there at the 21, but now they're faced with a 3rd and 7.
Coach Guest told us what it was going to be like playing Mount Perrin again the second time earlier.
Mount Perrin was extremely the better team, and so our guys want to come out and prove that, hey, we have gotten better. We are to the level of Mount Perrin. Whether we are or not, we have to go prove on Saturday because they're a great football team, but it does make our football team hungry. So I do think it's an advantage that we played them and we lost to them.
Thank you, Coach. Uphill battle here, though.
Another whistle.
And a whistle. 2 timeouts, 1 by each team, and then a whistle. Let's see what the officials have to say here.
Prior to the snap, false start against the offense. Penalty is 5 yards.
Start.
Repeat 3rd down.
Signal the play ended, Coach. Yes.
Say, come on, let's.
He's got to have one of these thoughts. That's what a day this has been.
Yeah. Not what he came to do at all.
No. Mount Perrin. And what amounts to a 6-man front. In motion, Hammonds under pressure. Running, batted away. Look who's there.
Yeah.
Dorian Walker. And I have some advice for Dorian. Stop making plays like that in the secondary, or you won't be carrying the ball on Saturdays and Sundays, right? Stop it.
Look at this. He comes on, reads it just right, gets that hand out there, knocks it down. As Hammonds was trying to connect with Aaron Bright again. Great knockdown. Man's doing it all.
4th and 11.
When does he wash uniforms? Does he drive a bus?
I guess when they get back after the game today. Hammonds, pressure. Incomplete on 4th down.
Looking for Aaron Bright once again. Did make the connection. Dorian Walker there on defense again. And the ball goes over.
Mount Paran will take over now at the 26-yard line. This man has really put on a show today. He and the other 2 or 3 guys in that backfield, depending upon what set they're in, have really proven why they're one of the better football teams any classification in the state of Georgia.
Here he comes back now. Their first possession of the second half. He's in the backfield.
And here goes Dorian. Twisting and turning up across the 38-yard line.
Just forward progress. Forward progress. You know, you got hands on him. He's spinning, he's twisting, but he's always moving forward.
I will say this. It's nice to have a number 75 blocking for you, a number 70. Look at those guys up front.
That big fellas, and Zach Strong, big 57, the center.
Yeah.
Look at him. Look how tall he is. He's big but tall. I think he's due to go to Cornell.
6'9", isn't that right?
Yep, 6'9".
6'9", 290, I believe it is.
He's a very bright student.
Here goes Walker again across the 40 up to the 42-yard line. Knocked down there by Dalton Hardiman, junior linebacker. He can just gash a defense.
He really can.
He can gash it. He can just keep stinging it too, can't he?
That's 57, the center. We just talked about how tall he is. I think he's 6'9". Kind of unusual to have a center that tall. We're talking about Zach Strong, 57.
And he's put on about 50 pounds in a year, I'm told. Oh, my.
Yanked down.
Flag goes
coming in.
down. Imani Williams went down hard. Feet in the air first. Watch this.
That's number 1, Jordan Scott, just reaches up there, and oh, there's that face mask. And in comes the flag.
Jordan Scott
Personal
on the
foul.
stop.
Face mask against the defense.
You know, when you're reaching, that doesn't mean anybody's trying to do that.
No,
you know that.
no. He's just out reaching in the course of the play. You reach out and you grab it. He's an excellent athlete. Great in football, but also I think he's committed to go and play baseball at Western Carolina. Eagles Landing Christian, of course, has an outstanding baseball program each and every year. So
sure do.
For that.
Yeah. First down. First time under center. That is going to get the old quarterback push there, Jake Allen.
He just follows the big fellas up front.
That's not hard to do.
Not hard to do when you got guys that are paving the freeway like these guys are.
Yes, indeed. At the 38-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd down and 5. Jake Allen has been an impressive senior quarterback, has he not?
And he's had a great game today, and he's not done.
Nope. Pistol formation. Unbalanced. Right up the middle. Dorian Walker yet again.
Here's Walker, finds that opening up the middle. Brought down, the solo stop by Davis Reynolds. Just grabs on, holds on.
Some people will try to convince you that the I formation will not work anymore, that it's an outdated offense. They just lined up in the I. That was a nice looking play out of the I.
They did.
When you got a Dorian Walker, I assume you can do that. It's the pistol now. It's not the I, but it's the same thing without the quarterback under center.
He's still going.
And going.
Yep.
And going. Down to the 20. Got to get inside the 20 before we get a first down. As we reach the halfway point of this third quarter here. Walker now 21 carries, 189 yards.
Man, that's a day's work.
Just another day at the office. 21 carries, 192 touchdowns. He's having a pleasant day at the Dome.
Look at this formation.
Yeah. 2 wides to the right, 2 wides to the left. Gonna run the quick. Right up the middle. You take your safeties and you roll them to both sides. You got a cover out there when you got 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. That leaves you very vulnerable in the middle.
Wide open.
You can also throw a really nice tight end pass out of that where nobody is. There's a lot of vacant territory. Technical College System of Georgia instant replay.
And there he goes.
Wow.
Dorian.
Statue of Liberty. Yeah, the fake Statue of Liberty. Now the young place kicker gonna try to poke it through here again. Good snap, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. And as the teams come back up the field, Mount Paran 49, 7-play drive, 74 yards, 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Capped off by the ever impressive Dorian Walker.
He has been so impressive today in doing everything. And like I said, offense we knew. Defensively, he's made some big plays as well. And you can see why. He's getting all the offers and getting all the looks from a lot of great programs.
7 plays, 74 yards, 3:08 time of possession on that. And, you know, a lot of people will say we're probably giving him too much credit. No, we're not. This has been a special day for this young man. And, of course, his line of scrimmage has really had a great day up front. But whoever is calling the plays has called the right play at the right time every time.
Really have. And, of course, Coach Jordan will take a little credit for that. He says he calls the offense, and he's, he's been getting good information from upstairs, obviously, and everything just about he's called has been right on time.
Jake Mazzee going to kick it off. And Jordan Scott deep to receive. High kick. Scott at the 6. Right back up the middle. Got a block or two and had a gap to run through there and did back up to the 30-yard line.
Nice return.
Yes, it was. Let's see what Eagles Landing can do here with it. Second possession, 24-yard kick return.
Had success last time they had the ball. Able to move it downfield. The drive stalled or just outside the 20-yard line. We saw a mix of some different things. Passes to the tight end. They got that possession going and got a moving upfield. Let's see what happens this time.
First down 10 from the 30. Hammond's going to run it and get up very close to a first down near the 39-yard line. Hammonds has had a good day. He's had to run for his life on several occasions, but he's had a good day.
It's been a good day. I'm sure there's some passes he'd like to maybe be a little bit more accurate on. Had some receivers out there for, but all in all, he's been able to do some good things.
Second and short. Nothing there. Close to a first down up at the 40, but he didn't need but less than a yard there.
It's Trevor Gear. He falls forward, and they're going to get the spot. First down is the signal.
If we can get the chain crew.
Yeah, chain crew.
Here we go. 49-7, Mount Paran Christian. We had heard about these people all year long across the state of Georgia. And they're just as good as advertised.
They are. We've seen what all the shouting was about.
It was deserved shouting, was it not?
Yep, absolutely.
Trevor Gear, left side, gain of 2 or gain of 1, second down and 9. Just over 4 minutes left in this third quarter, and Mount Paran has drawn blood in the second half here as the first team to do so. Hammonds throwing in and out of the hands of the receiver at the 43-yard line. Aaron Bright, the intended receiver up there.
Was there. The ball hits off his hands. He couldn't bring it in, of course. There you see it right there, and he can't squeeze it, can't bring it in. Nick Cerati was bringing some pressure on Hammonds as well, number 34.
3rd down 9 here. Need a first down here bad to keep the clock, to keep running the ball. Two wides. Hammonds dropping to throw. Got pressure and gonna throw incomplete down at the 25-yard line. Hammonds just lofted it up and was going to have a receiver run up under it. Nothing doing down there. Good coverage once more by the Mount Paran secondary. They're just as good on defense as they are on offense.
They really are. They really are. We're getting a lot of credit. And, you know, we talk a lot about the offense because of all the weapons and the points they put on the board. But you have to tip the hat to the defensive unit as well. They've gotten the job done today.
Going to kick it away here. Hammonds, by the way, is 5 out of 15 for 98 yards. Good snap. And the kick goes down to the 24-yard line. Fair catch taken there. Mount Paran will take over. You don't have to have the GPB Sports app yet, then you do not know what you are missing. If you don't have it, you don't know what you're missing. You can watch the games live on the app if you have to leave home. Get the latest scores from around the state. Football news, blogs, and so much more. It's free at the App Store. Download it today.
I tell you what, the app is getting the work out today. It really is. People are watching the games, they're following what's going on online, and there's so much, so I hope people will go check it out.
Jake Allen hands it off straight up the middle to the 28-yard line. Got a little pushing and shoving going on, not the negative kind, but trying to gain yardage. Taylor Trammell on the carry.
He's had a good game as well.
Yes, he has. As has Imani Williams. Williams has had a good day at the office as well. Do we have a new quarterback in for Allen? Oh, there is, Jake.
No, here he comes.
Yeah. Trammell, 7 carries, 35 yards, and the touchdown. Allen got a hand left side. We got a holding call up to the 45-yard line. Taylor Trammell once more on the carry.
Those yards in the touchdown. He also has an interception on the defensive side.
Let's see what they call here. I think it's going to be holding or blocking in the back. One of the two, I would imagine. From where the flag went down, what would you think?
That's usually holding territory. There we
against
go.
The offense. Personal foul, face mask against the defense. Those penalties will offset. Replay, second down.
Replay, second down. Offsetting penalties.
Here's another look at it.
Taylor Trammell. Flag goes down, and there's the face mask.
Yeah, face mask got a hand on it there.
70. Nope,
Right
38.
There.
Yeah. Might have been more than one face mask. Looked like it, didn't it?
Yep. Griffin Alexander reached in there and grabbed it.
To the fullback, a little direct snap up and across the 30 to the 34, and somebody's going to go down there. Kyle Gray, freshman fullback. And they're going to run assistants out on the field for him.
At 43?
Is that 43 or 42?
I think that's Ethan Pugh, fullback.
Yeah, that's Pugh.
That's on the field there.
That's the one who got the short snap, direct snap. Looks like it might be a knee.
They're getting the flex at that left knee.
Yeah. Short of the first down, it's going to be third down less than a yard.
Looks like he's going to be up to Getting up and,
that's,
and walking off.
That's Pugh. That's him. 43. Let's see how he manages to maneuver. Yeah, he's got that limp. Red-headed young man, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he is. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
He's got that carrot top going on here today.
Hope he's
You
gonna
take
be
that
fine.
helmet off and you could find him in every huddle,
Yeah,
couldn't
I know
you?
it. I know. You won't miss him. Here he takes that direct snap from the right side.
And gets hit right on the left knee.
Yep.
Yeah. I would imagine that's not the first time he's been hit there. That's probably the problem. You've played, what,
Yep.
you're in your 14th game now, and everybody's playing with nicks and bumps and bruises, and it's great to be playing here, but adrenaline will take you just so far.
It's Trammell.
Trammell. When you've got a guy by Dorian Walker or like Dorian Walker on the sidelines and you've still got in the backfield, Trammell and Williams and Pugh, you still get your hands full.
And here he comes. He's still looking for the room. Look out. Look out. You got the official. Give me room. Give me room.
The official needs to get out of the way, doesn't he? It's his responsibility to move, right?
That's it.
First down 10 now, up at the 45-yard line.
Umpire's position can be a little risky at times.
Yes, it can. There we go again. Switching from one side to strong side, unbalanced, and jumps.
Prior to the snap, false start against the offense.
Oh,
Penalties
no.
5 yards, the first down.
Did somebody on the offensive line jump?
I don't know.
I did not see that.
They have been pretty clean with that all game.
They looked like they were very clean. I don't know who flinched up there, but obviously somebody did. I was expecting a call against Eagles Landing there. First down 15 now for the Eagles. And Imani goes right side. Nothing there. Going to be knocked down hard there at about 40. Imani Williams. Taylor Trammell's a junior. He'll be back next year.
Look at this.
Penalties. Wow.
6 for 49 for Eagles Landing Christians. We approached the 1 minute mark in the third quarter. Gives to Trammell.
Again. Nothing there. Taylor Trammell. Very little there. Excellent defense by Eagles Landing on.
And he was saying that he didn't go down. He said he's ready to run, but he already got the whistle. Hey, my knee didn't touch.
There you go. Third down, 15 now. Alan Barks has signaled. Hands off to the guy in the back. And I think.
Yeah, we got another face mask there on Darius Good, number 8. Just reaching up there, and there it is. Guys being aggressive, trying to make plays.
Fairly obvious. Let's see what the flag is here. It's going to be on Eagles Landing, I think.
Personal foul.
Oh, no.
Face mask against the defense. The penalty is 15 yards. Results in a first down.
First down. Let's take a look at it
the
again.
defensive end. Darius Good, the defensive end, has had quite a season, 49 tackles, 11 for loss, but here he grabs that face mask, and that will bring out the flag.
One thing I've noticed about the Mount Paran running backs, they're tall. They're tall, lankier backs. They're big and strong, but they're tall. They almost look like wide receivers.
It's true. It's true.
First down 10 now to 44. And Walker is back in there. And here comes Mr. Walker, left side. down inside the 40-yard line.
Griffin Alexander, 36 in on the stop there for Eagles Landing Christian.
Gain of 4, second down and 6 as the third quarter is going to come to a halt here. Mount Paran scores 7 in this quarter. Eagles Landing Christian does not score. That makes our score 49-7. Walker, 23 carries, 215 yards, 3 touchdowns. We'll be back with the final quarter of action after this timeout.
Sea Island. With 3 golf courses and a golf performance center, beach, spa, and more. The destination for families and golf groups. For information and booking, seaisland.com.
This program on GPB is made possible in part by supporters of the Georgia High School Association, including the following.
Animal agriculture is important to Georgia. Our farmers work hard each and every day to take care of our animals across this state. Hi, I'm Zippy Duval, President of Georgia Farm Bureau, and we're proud of our partnership with Georgia High School Association. Just as we teach our children to work hard and accomplish goals, we take care of each other like a family. We as farmers across this state love our animals, and we work hard to take care of them too, don't we, Jim?
Visit us online at gfb.org.
Hey, great party. Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well. This is well done. No. That's medium well. What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burnt. That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
I don't really You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
And welcome back to the Georgia Dome. Mount Paran leading Eagles Landing Christian 49-7, heading into the fourth quarter of the Single A Private State Championship game. We asked you guys earlier on to weigh in with some football history. We asked you how many years it took Eagles Landing Christian to win their first title after the program began. The answer is 3 years. The program began in '94. They won their first title in '96. That was pretty quick there. And Bryn Shepard was also quick. He is our trivia winner for today. He answered the call very swiftly on Twitter, so you'll be winning 2 tickets to the College Football Hall of Fame, the new, the amazing, the spectacular. So get us your information so we can send those 2 tickets to you. Thank you, everybody, for weighing in, and keep weighing in all day long. Tommy?
Thanks, Grace. Second down and 6, and the handoff is to the back. And we've got a big push going on now as Taylor Trammell tries to make some yardage up in real estate across the 40-yard line and got down inside the 40, down to about the 38-yard line or 33-yard line, as a matter of fact.
One thing that he does that coaches loves, he keeps the feet going. He keeps the legs churning. He keeps, to get every yard possible. Even in that tight situation, everybody's pushing. He's still got the feet going, seeing what yards he can pick up.
Third down and 4. Allen still in there at quarterback. Trammell, left side, breaking tackles down to the 31. This is a good running back too.
He really is,
When you play around a Walker, if you're a running back, you're going to get better because you're going to turn your game up a notch.
That's true.
Or you're going to get embarrassed even on the practice field.
Yeah, and that's what clearly has happened with this particular team.
Well, especially with Trammell and Williams. You know, there are a lot of teams across the state say, I'd be happy to start those two.
I do it.
That'd be a pretty good veer-back set for you, wouldn't it?
It would be, you know, even without Walker. But then you put them in the same equation with Walker, and you get the result we're seeing here today.
And you put a Jake Allen calling the signals and running the show. You got yourself a championship team. Ball comes out. Eagles Landing Christian has recovered it. And they're going to call it a fumble. He was not on the ground.
Not on the ground.
That was Trammell, wasn't it?
It was Trammell. Looked like Jordan Long, I think, maybe got in the hand. So he gets a hand in here and gives that ball a tap and tug, and it comes out.
And not just a tap and a tug. That's robbery on Main Street right there, isn't it? He pulled that thing out of there.
Yep. I think his knee touched before that ball came out.
Unfortunately, no instant replay
no
in high school football.
And we don't wear striped jerseys. We don't. We're not wearing striped shirts up here. Take another look at it, though. 22 yanks it out. The knee touches. He
was out, yeah.
The knee touches, and Antoine Campbell pulls it out. Eagles landing ball.
Hammond's dropping to throw. Man, he's under a lot of pressure. Nowhere to run, but look at there. Completed for a first down up at the 36.
Aaron Bright comes back. He does what you like a good receiver to do when your quarterback's scrambling. Come back, and he was wide open. He saw his quarterback scrambling, makes the turn, comes back, and he's wide open right there, makes the catch.
Excellent. Some teams shout fire. I'm sure Hammonds was shouting big fire, big fire. Up to the 40. And that was a big fire. When you start circling in that end zone down there.
Yes, that's a danger area.
That's no man's land down there. Josh May is on the carry. Gain of 1, second down and 9 up at the 40. 8:21 to go. Right up the middle, Eagles Landing Christian up to the 45-yard line. Hammond's on the carry. Quarterback draw. He's got a good future ahead of him, I understand, too.
Running right behind Ryan Neely. Big 77, 6'2", 285, big fella.
Hammonds is a junior. He'll be back. But he played the last 7 games, I think, at quarterback, didn't he?
After all the time with baseball.
Yeah, he's a baseball player. Got a great future ahead of him, I understand, as a baseball player. Third down, 3.
Timeout. Eagles Landing.
Eagles Landing.
That's their final timeout.
I think that's their final. That's their final timeout.
That's it. That's all they've got left. Mount Perrin 49, Eagles Landing Christian Academy 7. We'll return with the final 7:34 after this timeout.
Look twice before crossing. You exercise, you choose the salad occasionally. But when it comes to staying well, physically, financially, emotionally, going it alone is hard. So Cigna has your back and your knees 24/7 in sickness and in health. Answering your questions, giving you some coaching, helping you get well and stay well. That's having a partner who's with you all the way. Cigna.
Not the type game that you would have wanted to broadcast or to view. When you see a 49-7 score, you're going to say, wow. But it's been a really good football game, and we've seen good football players and great football players on both sides of the ball. And it's been a joy to broadcast.
It really has been a fun game to broadcast. Some players that we had heard about during the course of the week, to see them come out and perform the way we were told they would perform and deliver a great performance. Some guys we want to make note. We're going to see some of these folks playing on Saturday afternoon.
Hammond sends a man in motion. Direct snap. Going to give to the first man through, up and near a first down at the 48-yard line. A little short. We've got the running clock here in the second half.
Got a flag that came in late, right by the end of the play. Don't know what they saw. But right at the end of the play, a flag
Face
comes
mask.
in.
Number 12, defense. Penalties 5 yards.
Another face mask.
Incidental, 5 yards. Not a personal foul, but an incidental, I would assume. But they're doing everything they can to protect these young men.
They are. And we applaud the officials for their job in this particular game. They've done an excellent job.
7:15 left in this. Another great game coming up after this one.
Absolutely.
A lot of people have been looking forward to that one. Greater Atlanta Christian Benedictine Military out of Savannah. Hammonds up across the 45, maybe down in, well, he didn't get inside. He's at the 45-yard line.
You see, looking across the way, I'm seeing some of the fans from Benedictine starting to fill in, saying those colors over there. I know Greater Atlanta Christian is fired up for their game. Of course, their boys basketball team, two-time defending state champions for basketball. They could do one for football today.
These teams know each other very well. They get it to the left side.
Trevor Gear,
sophomore running back. He's got a great future ahead of him, too, as well.
Great.
Knocked down after a gain.
Nice tackle there by Graham Massey. Watch number 15. Make that stop.
Good stop. That is actually the safest place to knock a running back down.
He is part of the...
Hammonds dropping to throw. Got a lot of room, now no room. Back to the line of scrimmage, or actually going to lose about 3 or 4 yards. Stop made by Jack Crone. Defensive end on the right side. Looked like he had a little running room, but it kind of just dissipated into nothing there.
Nowhere. Crone comes in and makes the play. Gets some help on there by Garrett Harris, 25, to help him make that stop.
4th and a bunch. 8 yards to go at the 45. Sending a man in motion does Hammonds, dropping straight back to throw. A lot of pressure. Intercepted. At the 27. Graham Massey, defensive back on the left side. 49-7. We've got 4:49 left in this one. We'll be back at the Georgia Dome for the final few minutes after this timeout.
GHSA Championship is made possible in part by Regions Bank. It's time to expect more. Georgia's Electric Membership Corporation, lighting the way. Technical College System of Georgia, learn more, earn more. Cigna, together all the way. And viewers like you, thank you. The GHSA would like to thank the Georgia Farm Bureau.
As a strong, stable bank, Regions is always looking for opportunities to boost the vitality of our communities. In addition to offering financial solutions for our customers, we are committed to supporting local initiatives and organizations that help our neighborhoods thrive. Regions is proud to be a partner with GPB in building a better Georgia.
Nothing prepares you better for a great career than the Technical College System of Georgia. TCSG colleges produce graduates with the knowledge and training today's top employers are looking for. With campuses across Georgia, state-of-the-art facilities, and outstanding instructors with real-world experience, it's the kind of affordable college education that will fast-track you into a rewarding career. We're building a better future for you. Contact the TCSG college in your area today or go to tcsg.edu.
Providing safe, affordable, and reliable electricity requires more than bucket trucks and utility poles. These are the faces behind your power. For more than 75 years, Georgia's nonprofit, member-owned electric cooperatives have been on a mission to brighten the lives of more than 4.5 million Georgians. We are Georgia's EMCs, proudly serving our members, lighting the way.
we're seeing a gifted football team in Mount Perrin, and when anybody wins 7 in a row after starting 0-6 after the competition they played 4 teams that made it to the semifinals. A, double A, triple A, 4A. 4A.
Yep, Stockbridge.
Yeah. Who is one of the better football teams in the state. You didn't expect this. But boy, Mount Perrin, there's a reason they're 13-0, headed for 14-0. And the give is up to the 28-yard line. Here's what we've got coming up for you after this one. Eagles Landing, Mount Perrin, of course. Then at 1, Benedictine Military out of Savannah against Greater Atlanta Christian. Then at 4:30, Buford will meet St. Pius 10. And at 8 o'clock tonight, it's Archer out of Lawrenceville facing Colquitt County out of Moultrie, Georgia. And that Packer crowd's going to be in here.
Yes, they will.
To jam-pack the Georgia Dome tonight. Hey, they're ready to be here. That's going to be an interesting matchup. Final in that one may be 70-69.
Maybe.
It's going to be, hey, it's going to be wild and hairy. You need to watch that one tonight, folks. That's going to be a great one. And the give right up the middle to the 31-yard line. And we've got our young man, Mr. Taylor Trammell. He's gotten his share of work at running back, hasn't he?
And you know, it seems like they maybe are going to give Dorian Walker a little break for the rest of this game, maybe. And we're seeing Trammell get to carry the ball most here the rest of the way.
I'll be honest with you. I would not risk letting this young man play anymore in this ball game. Funny things happen. There's no need for him to play anymore in this one. He has done yeoman duty. What a great high school football player. And he is going to be very good at the next level, too. No doubt about
Jordan
that.
looking on, still looking pretty focused, but he has to be pleased with what his team has done today.
Trammell, 13 carries, 71 yards on the day. He's had a nice day's work. And I believe we can add a couple more to that, can't we?
I think so.
Add 3 more to that, so he's 14 for 74.
So he may be done. Look like we're getting a wholesale change here for the last 250. Those some fresh-looking jerseys going on the field. They're going to kick it away.
Listen, this has been an impressive performance by Mount Perrin today. And I think the 28 points in the first quarter just blew Eagles Landing Christian Academy's game plan in the air.
Yeah, whatever their script was to start the game, some things that they probably wanted to do or liked to do when they start a game, they were totally taken out of that by what happened early, by the turnovers and by the scoring and just the way things went just early in the first quarter for Mount Perrin.
Jackson McClarty is going to do something that Mount Perrin has not done at all today. He's going to get the punt. Isn't that amazing? First Mount Perrin punt of the day for Mount Perrin. 4th down and 6, and a lot of new numbers in there.
Nice scene down on that sideline. A lot of hugs right now. The coaches are all, and that's what they're playing for. There it is right there.
Well, that's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Special.
The coaches are all hugging. They're all sharing an embrace right now and shaking hands. It's great to see.
And as you can probably tell, the Mount Perrin crowd is down below our broadcast area here. Listen, this is one of the best football teams in the smaller division to come through the state of Georgia in a long time, and I've seen a lot of them, trust me. McClarty going to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken at the 35. Look at what Mount Perrin has done on this 2014 season. This is not a fluke. First ever trip to the finals, first undefeated season ever, first region title, their 4th playoff appearance for a program that started 6 years ago. This has been a sweet year. 14-0, the Eagles will finish up.
And once again, getting that victory for Cobb County. First since 1967 that Marietta won the state championship.
Eagles Landing. Hammond's going to throw incomplete to Jordan Scott, crossing up near the 45-yard line. And we've got the running clock, so the incompletion will not stop the clock. And Hammonds will get them lined back up again one more time as the clock winds down under 1 minute. Hammonds sends a man in motion, and someone jumped.
Prior to the snap, ball start, offense. Penalties 5 yards.
5-yard penalty. Moves the ball back to the 30 where it's going to be 2nd down and 19. Not going to make a big difference right now. Actually 15, 16 yards. With the mark off, which was a healthy one by the official. Clock down under 30 seconds. And a gashing run by the running back up near the 39-yard line. Nice run, and that's going to be the last play of the game. And everybody's going to shake hands. And
what a moment.
Hey, let's take a look at the celebration down on the sideline.
6-year-old program celebrating a state championship.
Take a good look at this football team, because the team we saw today put 49 up as a special high school football team.
Very special team.
Mount Paran Christian, the 2014 private Class A Georgia State champions. And it's been one of those games that, even though it was 49-7, it was a very entertaining game. It really was.
Very entertaining game.
When you get to see a Dorian Walker and a couple of other running backs that are excellent as well.
A quarterback that manages things and executes that offense perfectly.
With Jake Allen, he engineered a.
There he is, getting a big hug there on the field.
Let's go down to the sideline. Gabrielle Ware with Jake's mom, I believe, or either Dorian's mom. I don't know. Let's go, Gabrielle. Here we go.
There she is.
Thanks, guys. Yes, I have Angel Allen right here with me. She's so excited, celebrating with all the people on this side of the stadium. Just tell me, how are you feeling right now? All the hard work has paid off.
It has. We are truly blessed. We have been a blessed team this whole season, and 14-0, and he's a senior, and he's going out with a bang, and I'm so proud for him.
What does he tell you next?
Hopefully he's going to play in college, and our dream would be in 5 years for him to be coaching on this field.
Wonderful.
He wants to be a football coach.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Back to you guys. Tommy, Sam, great game.
Thanks. He's pretty good on the field coach right now.
I know it. He really is.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Would you think Mom was excited?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Well, what mom wouldn't be right?
Listen,
now,
let me tell you something. When you got a quarterback's mom coming on TV, that's a pretty good deal.
It is a good deal.
It is. Sam, this has been a special game. Even though it's 49-7, Mount Paran, a great football team. We have seen probably one of the best offensive explosions you could expect to see on GPB here on a Saturday, especially in a Class A football game.
It happened so quickly. So quickly. In the first quarter of the game, things just started happening. The turnovers for Eagles Landing Christian much more than they could overcome, and you saw Mount Paran just take right off from there.
Well, the thing that I liked was that it was balanced. It was not just one player, but of course, when you have a Dorian Walker, guess what you have?
Yep.
You have a guy that rushes for over 200. He has a bundle of carries, but you also have a quarterback who also threw the ball extremely well when he wanted to, not when he had to, and that does make a difference.
Does make a difference, and when the receivers were all covered, he knew how to take it down and get into the end zone himself. So that's the thing. Just heard Mom say he wants to be a coach, possibly in the future. He showed a good bit of those instincts on the field today.
This is not the first time these two people have met. They met the first game and now the last game, and one of the first things that happened, which makes you feel really good, is the both coaches hugged at midfield when the game was over. No hard feelings. It was just one of those days. 49-7. Eagles Landing Christian Academy, a very good football team, even though today's performance, I'm sure they'd love a do-over. You can't do it when you get to game 14, Sam.
Can't do it. You work hard to get to this point, and they really did. Starting 0-6, putting together 7 straight wins to get here. That was important. That was great. They earned their way here, but just too many things went against them starting things out in this game, and they couldn't recover.
There are very good days ahead for Eagles Landing Christian Academy, too. Let's go down to Mark for the trophy presentation.
Time now to present the Single A Private School Championship Trophy. For that, I turn it over to the Executive Director of the GHSA, Mr. Gary Phillips.
Thank you, Mark. Coach, on behalf of the entire Georgia High School Association, we want to offer our congratulations on your season and the fine play by your team. And we're going to let you have the trophy from our sponsors at Georgia Farm Bureau.
Thank you, Gary.
Congratulations on the outstanding season.
Thank you so much.
Mitch, as your players raise that trophy high, talk about the journey. 14 games, 14 wins, including the final one today.
Well, first thing, I just want to thank God, and that's, being a Christian school, we just are so thankful to be able to worship Him freely and just continue with these young men. It's just been a great journey. I love every one of them. I told them before the game. I need to tell them more often, but just a great group of kids, and they'll have this memory for the rest of their lives.
Jake, you talk about memories. What kind of memory will this be for you? The quarterback of the team, a senior of the team, and you go out as state champion.
I mean, it's incredible. Got to thank God, first of all. Without Him, none of this is possible. So, and then I want to give a shout out to our fans, man. I mean, they made the difference today. So give it up to them, and then just awesome, everyone, man. It's just awesome. So thank you.
Amani Williams, you've got the trophy. You've got the football. What's it feel like to hold that kind of hardware?
It's crazy. It's real surreal right now. I never thought we would be here. But I'm done.
He's shy, but Dorian, I know you're not. Talk a little bit about winning the state championship.
It means a lot for us, not only us, but our community, because this is our first win. Yes, sir.
All right, well, Coach, you start the program in 2008. It didn't take too long to get here to the Georgia Dome. Just your final thoughts as you look at over all your fans in blue and white and what this means to you and Mount Perrin Christian Academy.
Well, it's great for us. We couldn't do it without just strong administrators. Dr. Tilley's been supportive of us from day one. Eric Bradley, Steve Shelton, Tawana Russ. Just so much support, and they've been able to generate this. And football is just great for the community. We did this for the fans, and we want them to know that they're a big part of this.
All right, well, congratulations. The Eagle has landed a state championship for Mount Perrin. Congratulations. Now we send it over to Raven Tirado with our tailgate party.